This is your Washington Commanders update. And look at here, look at here. It's me, your host, Candi CWall, and I'm here with Wole from the Urban Sports Scene. I know you probably like, we don't know which show we're on. We don't know what show we're
I know,
logged on
right?
to. But leave it to me to end up telling Wole, like, hey, Wole, I got some stuff. I got a show. I got some
Mhm.
video. I got some things I know we want to talk about. Can we do this a different format
Mm.
on the Washington Commanders update? And as always, Wole is the bomb. So he's like, whatever you want to do. Let's do it. We're gonna give a minute for everybody to start jumping in. And then everybody's like, hold up.
Hold up. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Hold up. That's hilarious.
That is so funny.
That's funny.
He got admin rights too. So he about to be up here all over the screen.
He said, "What show are we on?" Look at
Listen, we're
Oh
on the
man,
only show you need to be watching right
that's
now.
it. That's it.
If you are a Washington Commanders
That's
fan.
hilarious. That's
So
y'all funny.
this is a merger.
Y'all
This is an
funny.
impromptu merger.
Y'all
That is
hilarious.
so funny because even we were confused. Like, wait, which intro are we doing?
No, I was like, you got it.
You do your intro.
You got it.
So y'all make sure y'all sharing this show with your Washington Commanders loving family and friends.
Mm.
Also, as Wole always says, we accept super chat, super thanks, all that kind of stuff because we're gonna talk for a while tonight.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and
A lot to talk about.
a lot to talk about, but we do so. We're gonna merge it, right? So the first thing we do on the Washington Commanders update, Bowie TV Urban Sports Scene collab merger for tonight. We play this game called What's Your One Word? So in What's Your One Word, you have to describe or share what's your one word to describe how you were feeling at the end of the Commanders Bears game, with the Commanders falling to the Bears by 1 point. The field goal with no time left. They lost. So drop in the chat how you felt. And while you all are dropping that in the chat, Wole, I'm gonna ask you, what's your one word to describe how you felt when the game ended?
Numb.
Mm, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron
I
Mingle
was,
said he was shattered. You said
yeah.
you're numb.
Yeah, numb. That was just like I see Santiago was disappointed. I see, yeah, numb. It was more like, when you were seeing the turnovers happen, it was like, hmm. I
Oh.
went from like it was to a point where I didn't like I wasn't angry, like, and I wasn't angry because it was just to a point where it was like, all right, all this has happened. Like, what do you expect to happen? Like, and we can see it kind of play out. So I was numb.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else has any more words. I actually was pretty frustrated. I was like, what is going on? I mean, it's been so up and down, and I know we're gonna get into then your outline.
No. It's good. This is good. Like, we can keep
No,
going like
I
this.
just
We
want to
good.
see if anybody else had any other comments while you all are sharing this show with your Washington Commanders loving family and friends. Um, it was frustrating to watch. Now, this was a game, as everybody knows, I've had circle. I've talked to Wole. You and I have talked about this. We talked
Mhm.
about revenge games.
Yeah.
When the schedule came
Yeah.
out, I said the Falcons, the Bears, the Detroit Lions,
You did.
sleeper game, the Denver Broncos. But now you might add Seattle. Nonetheless, all the people, the division games are what they are.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like Atlanta Falcons check, right? And Paul
Yeah.
said he was pissed.
Yeah.
Atlanta Falcons check. Now the Chicago Bears check. And my challenge has always been with those games was last year's Atlanta Falcons game. The Washington Commanders won. Did I say that all the time? The Washington Commanders won the coin toss.
Yeah.
If the Atlanta Falcons would have won the coin toss, I don't know. The defense wasn't stopping them. They would have done that,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Chicago Bears last year, the Hail Mary made everybody forget how challenging that game was last. It was a challenge.
It was.
It was not a good game. But the Hail Mary makes everybody forget just how difficult that game was.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't no Hail Mary because the Commanders didn't have the ball. Okay, they ain't have it. And even when they had it, it didn't look so good last night.
Mm-mm.
It did not look good at all offensively. So we hey, and we talked about Matt Gay on your show. I said, hey, listen, everybody, calm down.
I mean, he made a 53-yarder though, right? Like the
That's
50s
it.
ain't easy in the weather conditioning. He hit the man hit a 53.
Well,
Like,
what did I say? I think somebody asked me, well, it was George, and I said, maybe everybody needs to pray. I'm gonna let you do the honors on this one.
hey, I want to say because I didn't know if I could do it. Hey, Mama Waller, how you doing? I had to stop. Hey, Mama Waller. I saw it. I ain't want to stop you.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yes. I said
Right. Want to make sure. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. Because I was about to say, you're going to take that away from me. I know you're going to take that away from me or not. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, I like consistency.
Oh, gosh, yes. I had to let you say hi to Mama Waller.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Everybody else speaking to her too. Like, yeah.
I see it. Yeah, I see it.
But I was being honest. I said, well, it's raining and it's windy outside.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not inside, everybody. So I'm not gonna sit up here and sell wolf tickets. You notice what I don't do that.
No, not facts.
I kept it a buck. Like, But I also said the defense was gonna have to, it just something didn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
Now with all that, well, let's go into your outline, because your outline are always dope, and we do have clips, you all. So we're gonna be embedding some of the clips and all the user clues. We doing all of it. It's an urban sports scene, Bowie TV collab merger. Yeah. So we're doing all the things on this one.
Well, I mean, you were there. Like my questions for real. Like my real main questions. You were there. You were there after after that game, and so you got to see the players and whatnot. What were some of their reactions after the game? Like, how were they feeling? Did they feel like they let this one slip? Where certain individuals were like, "Dang, like we cost us this game," and vice versa.
That was definitely the message from Jaden.
Okay.
And every this loss felt different than Atlanta. Atlanta felt like anger. And they even made Mama Waller sad. Look, y'all, she said she was sad.
Dang.
Yeah. But I'm like, for real, Mom? Yeah, she was sad.
Oh man, Mom Waller, you should been numb like me. I was not telling them turnovers. I was already over it.
So it didn't feel. I mean, it didn't feel good. It wasn't like it was not good at all. But it wasn't like angry.
Really?
Like,
okay.
And it wasn't quiet like a church mouse in Green Bay. It wasn't that anger. I think that maybe that was more sadness or disappointment from them.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's what I saw or was feeling. Like it was more like sadness. I mean, of course, when I saw Quan, he some people that we normally talk, and other people, as you know, like some people we normally talk, and others I can just read them and they don't want to talk.
They don't want to talk at all. Yeah. Was he one of them?
Yes. By the time I see them, because even with me, by the time I see them, even if they've done scrums, they'll give a smile or something like that, right?
Yeah, I'm positive, yeah.
He wasn't one of those people. Revo definitely wears wins and losses on his sleeve, so he ain't never like that after a loss.
Okay.
But it wasn't like, I think maybe they were in shock a little bit too. If that makes sense.
No, it definitely should be like in shock. I would think that. I would think they would be in shock. I felt like, they came into that game confident after what they did to the Chargers. And then to start the game that way and kind of some of the plays that weren't, and I kept saying this on our post game show yesterday, was that a lot of that stuff was uncharacteristic. You know what I mean? And like when that happens, I just like to Mama Waller's point, I feel like there's an element of sadness and frustration. You know what I mean? I feel like you should feel that way when you don't play like yourself. You know what I mean? Like if you're a team that makes constant mistakes, then you're kind of like you're frustrated at it, right? Woe is me type of mentality. But when you don't make those mistakes normally, like you don't, like all of last year, that was something that this team was about. They didn't beat themselves. Like they can get beat, but they didn't beat themselves.
Right.
In this game, like they totally beat themselves, and it came from guys. To me, again, it came from guys that I wouldn't expect to make those mistakes. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and you got the clip with Jayden feeling bad, but like I don't expect like Jayden to make those mistakes ever, like for real.
Yeah, well, with that being said, let's roll 2 clips from Jaden's after game press conference.
On the exchange, was it the ball slick? Did that impact that play at all?
I'm not going to sit up here and blame it on the elements. I mean, at the end of the day, I got to focus. I get paid to go out there and focus playing to play out, and I had a lack of focus right there, and it cost us the game.
So that's I mean, he fully understands.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Like they
Yeah.
were moving down the field successfully,
Yeah.
in control of the clock, in control of the destiny of the game.
Yeah.
And that happened, and that was on him.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that I was having a challenge with, where now at this point, to your point, well, like of uncharacteristic.
Yeah.
With the defense, you know what you're gonna get. You know, when you get a vicious play, when you get something, you're like, whoa, you know, that's the bonus.
Yeah.
You know what you're going to get. And before the stream, you know, well, Lay and I were already getting into the conversation. And my thing is, the defense is who they are.
There you go.
And we've seen this before. Who did they stop before other than Detroit? It was the best. Let's keep it real. Like, you know, when was I joking one day? I said Jesus and Jayden is who Jesus, Jayden, the donk to the division. That's Jesus. Like, it's just like, seriously though, the Commanders had the ball last. They controlled the time of possession. That is your offense, keeping the defense off the field. Jayden has to be that dude, or else last night is going to happen.
Yeah, he has to.
You know what
I
mean?
think
I'm not. There's certain things that definitely need to happen on defense for certain. But what I think is, everyone loves Jayden so much.
Yeah.
That it's so super tough to be critical.
There you go. That's the thing.
That's what it is. Everybody loves him.
That's exactly what it is.
Amazing, and all of the things. So it's hard to be like, yo, those 3 turnovers, you got a pick. You know, Bill, everybody loved Bill. Bill, you fumble. You was the same exact play from last week. That's like giving candy to a baby to Montez Sweat.
Yeah. That was a play too. That was a big play. That was a play. He made a play. Montez made a play. That was a play. That was a play. That wasn't like a lazy fumble. That was a play. Yeah, that was a play. Like that was a play.
But we know that's Montez.
Yeah.
Of course he did. And so then the handoff that you're like, oh,
yeah,
what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I that's the challenge.
Yeah.
That's the challenge, where everybody should have known once the Bears got the ball back, unless they made a mistake. This is what was going to happen. They were going to get in field goal range and hit a field goal because Jake Moody was hot.
He was hot.
He was hot.
He was hot.
Everybody knew what was happening. Everyone knew what was going to happen. What we didn't know what was going to happen was that 3rd turnover. That's what shocked me. That's what the dagger was. So it's hard for me. I'm having the conversations. We're talking about things on the defense, but at the same token, these are things that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
These are recurring themes at this point, because it's 6 weeks in. So, but those 3 turnovers. Now, I do think it's important to play this clip, Wole.
Okay, yeah.
Because I asked Cliff Kingsbury last week about what challenges the Bears defense could present for this offense. And you want to know why I asked that, Wole? Because you already know me. I already knew.
Yeah.
last year's game wasn't good.
Yeah.
It was not a good offensive game.
With the
And I
same,
was
yeah.
watching, yes, they don't do well in the run.
They did good.
But
They did
they
good
are
yesterday.
that it's either feast or famine. They
Yeah.
coming off a bye, don't really know what you're going to get.
Points. Good points.
And they can create. I already knew what my answer was, but I'm asking the question to Cliff Kingsbury: what does this defense do well? Because I'm like, Jane and them could be in trouble a little bit. Check out his response, you all.
And looking ahead to the Chicago Bears, what types of challenges might that defense present to you all?
Yeah, they've really done a nice job of taking the ball away. Dennis Allen's been one of the great defensive minds in the NFL for a long time, and it's a talented roster. They're getting some players back that have missed a couple games, so I know it'll be a big challenge for us.
Oh yeah, that was 110%.
Now, this is why I do use the tools, you all, and this is why I encourage watching press conferences. That's why I bring in the clips from press conferences and the questions that I'm asking, because when we listen to them, we go back and what did you just say? Well, like that was 110%.
Because that's basically what happened.
That's exactly what happened. There was one thing that Jaden said that we don't necessarily have that clip, but we can show another one of Jaden. But they didn't show anything any different that they didn't already know. And I already knew the answer to that question because I asked Cliff.
Yeah, that was 110% correct. I mean, because I even said that too. That's what I was saying in our in the pregame, that the one thing that this Bears defense does, like everyone talks about stopping the run. I mean, stopping the run, like they can't stop the run.
Right.
But also, flip side, they were getting healthier too. Like the bye we came at a great time for them. So because they had a lot of talented players on their defense, like to your point, what you mentioned last year when Washington played them, at that time, I believe they were like a top 10-ish defense at that particular point in time before they did get ravaged with injuries last season, and their defense went to the left. This year, they started the season off with some guys, some important guys being hurt, but they kind of, went through it. But after the bye, they got guys healthy. And when they got their healthy unit, then they played the run better. But they've always throughout this season, they've gotten a lot of turnovers. They've been really good at getting turnovers. Which again, the only reason, and I said that would be when we did a pregame, you on it too as well. It was like, don't turn the football over. That was a thing. But I kind of, maybe I was being arrogant and confident. I kind of felt like, you know what? Like, again, I always start with the leader of the team, leader of the offense, Jaden Daniels, right? So I was like, yeah, they can create turnovers, but Jaden ain't a turnover type of quarterback. So I'm not really worried about that. Like, that's not Jaden's thing. Like, he don't turn the football over. He doesn't make, like, boneheaded mistakes or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't, like, for instance, the interception he threw, like, in the red zone where you could guarantee points, that's not something that normally Jaden does. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Bill is a rookie, so I'd kind of have more of he's young, so I don't know what to expect if he's a fumbler or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be fair, but I do know, like, if you're telling me I'm not worrying about turnovers, I'm not worried about Jaden Daniels turning the football over. I'm still not, to be honest with you, but I just felt like that against the Bears, what they bring, what their knack and what they bring to the table, they even had Jaden Daniels turn the ball over, which is wild to me.
Yes, that's why I asked the question. You know what I mean? And if y'all are just tuning in, this is a Bowie Television Urban Sports Scene collab. So we done brought both of our audiences together. I was doing my recap show anyway. Wole said you want to do it. I was like, yes, I do. Let's do it this way. We did this today and planned it. Wole went along with me. So
we here.
So we here, and you all still have time to share the link and share the show with your Washington Commanders loving family and friends. We're doing this live. Want to talk to you all about all of the things from the Commanders loss to the 1 point. 1 point at the end, loss.
That just sucks.
Yes, it is. Now I want to go back to a comment I think I had on the screen from Paul. When he made the comment about Jaden and Bill being the offense at this point. Now, I have a differing thought on that because I don't think it should be just them. But that's, but this is why I mean, like, just don't overthink this. You've been doing by committee. Keep doing that. Keep doing that.
It works.
But here's also the challenge with last night. Again, the two people everybody's loving on the most right now are the two people that caused those turnovers.
I know.
from a Bears defense that I then dropped a dime for y'all and asked Cliff Kingsbury the question in the press conference, and he told you exactly what they do very well.
Yeah. It's
And they did it on
yeah.
Jaden.
Yeah, that's what like
And
I like
that's the part that I'm like, I can't, you can't. I don't want to. We're gonna talk about the defense now. We're gonna talk about it.
yeah.
But I'm like, we seen that movie. We know that movie.
Yeah, we know what time it is with the defense. I'm with you in terms of I am with you. Like, I don't think this team, that's the thing. Like, this team shouldn't be based on them two. And I really don't think it is. And I don't think it is, to be real with you. I don't think it is really with I think that, Bill, he's young and he's still trying to find his way in terms of like how this game is gonna, like you're gonna always have your peaks and valleys in the NFL. You know what I mean? Especially being a young guy. And he played a highly motivated Chicago Bears team. Candi, you said it like, and it's wild when you said it initially on a pregame show. And you said revenge. I never thought about it. Like Atlanta got their revenge, and then now Chicago. Like I didn't really think about it until when you said it, and then I was like, you know what? Like there's a different energy when you have that type of play, especially last year with the Bears. That type of play to lose a game when you pretty much had that game won. And to your point, you made Jaden look very, very. You did Jaden. All right, basically, you made Jaden like a rookie. Like that game, the Bears defense made Jaden like a rookie, and it came to a Hail Mary where you lost the game, and you had to hear about that throughout, and you had to see that for like a couple weeks on TV.
Nobody remembered how much that offense struggled.
Yeah, and to a point where your season went left after it. So it had a psychological effect on you as a team. So you had to see that all the time. And then on the offseason, I'm sure you saw clips of it on the offseason. Like there is an element of like revenge that can fuel you like nobody's business. And I feel like and I said this on our post-game show. I felt like, in my opinion, watching the game, and maybe I don't know if you've seen it, and I just thought Chicago wanted it more. Because of it, like I thought they wanted it more.
Oh yeah, the energy they were flat.
The energy was different.
Now let me say the energy in the space.
Yeah,
the light show, the fans, remarkable.
Yeah,
the mood and the vibes were right.
Yeah.
Okay, and I want to acknowledge this comment because I think that's Eric Jessup, but they're getting their lick back from last year. Absolutely, because. Nobody wants to talk about the fact that the Bears played them.
Yeah, they played them good the first time.
They played them well the first time, but the Hail Mary made everybody act like the Falcons. The Commanders won the coin toss. Okay, that's all that happened. And Jaden was hot.
Jaden was hot.
We're not used to Jaden making any mistakes. So him owning it.
I thought it was big. I love it. That's a leader.
I mean, as he should.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As he should. We're going to talk a bit more. We're going to get into, let me show this clip because I think David Aldridge asked Jaden about how he improves going forward because this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting, you all, because even in losses last year, I'm trying to think, not even aside from the NFC Championship game, I'm trying to think about, they went on that losing
Tampa, other than Tampa, like
Tampa. Okay, like Jaden hasn't had we see mistakes because even like the Eagles game, right? That second Eagles game, there was turnovers and all that.
Yeah, that's like
you haven't seen a mistake. Here's what I'm saying, and even I think I saw someone say Jaden is saying for the whole team. No, let me be clear.
I don't think he
Jaden is saying it for himself.
Yeah, I thought it was for himself.
That last turnover lost them the football game. Yeah. Sure, the missed field goal, which we talked about that already. Absolutely, you make that. But hey, listen, if the Chicago Bears score touchdowns on their first two offensive drives,
game
is over.
Yeah.
So we're complaining about a defense that everybody should actually be quite grateful. I'm gonna say that they kept them to field goals.
Yeah, I said that too.
Those first two offensive. For real.
I'm serious. I agree.
The game could have been over then.
I agree. I agree.
It should have been. I was actually even that 4th and 1. I said, what is Ben Johnson doing? The 4th and 1 when they threw it. I was
like, why you run the ball? Like I was like, you tripping.
Swift hot right now. Why he's not running the football? I said, oh my gosh, who's over there? Did Cliff run over there? Where there? Who's that? Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, that seriously.
Yeah.
And I know it's because nobody wants to dig Jaden out of nobody
No,
wants.
it's
Jaden,
definitely it though. That's definitely it.
He owned it. He
Yeah.
owned it, you guys. It's okay to say, "Yo, JD, hey,
That was yeah.
what's that? What was that?"
Like I this because I even like to me like for me, and I would look at myself some like all like the one of more. I look at myself as like a non-biased individual. Like I try to go and dissect it fairly. And even I had an issue like trying to like be fair. I guess I was being biased to a certain extent. I was like, dang, like Jayden, those fumbles were big. Like, but he had so many great plays. I was trying to like he had so many great plays, and I felt bad. I was like the play that Moore was a dot was awesome.
Beautiful.
The Zach Ertz that touchdown pass was crazy. Lane, the pass to Lane was amazing. I was like, dang man, you know what? He had some bad plays that cost his team points. And then gave the opposition a chance to win, or gave the opposition the opportunity to win, and they did, and they took it.
Yeah.
But I was like, we're probably not in the game because of him too at the same time. So I had like a battle. I had like a real battle with
hard
it.
To be critical.
Yeah, but to your point though, like if you're looking at it for what it was, and that we're doing it like just like art. I'll put it this way: just how people criticize Cliff on situational stuff, like Cliff could be calling a really good game in terms of points wise, but if Cliff doesn't do like a 3rd and 1, he runs a trick play and you get mad at it, you're like, that was a bad game. That was a bad game by Cliff because a 3rd and 1, he ran a play that you thought he should have ran the football, right? He threw the football. And they said Cliff didn't have a great game. He didn't have a great game. He didn't have a great game calling plays. It's almost the same thing with this and Jayden, right? Like Jayden had some great passes.
Absolutely.
But when you needed it the most, like needed him to be Jayden the most, or just be chill, be cool with it. He made those mistakes that helped kind of give Chicago the win. Which It sucks to say that, but it's kind of it is what it is. It sucks to say that.
It's awful because we haven't had to do that.
Yeah,
because he's been here, we haven't had to do that
though. Yeah,
right. And it was already so easy for everybody to be like, Bill fumbled. No, not that time.
Yeah,
not that time. Jayden messed that up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. I get it.
It didn't even feel right.
It didn't. It don't feel good. It don't feel good. Like, for real. Like when I
think everybody needs to be paying attention to this.
Mm-hmm.
Because it begs to answer the question: are people figuring this out now?
Or figuring Jayden out and the offense?
The whole thing.
That's
right?
I don't know if they're figuring it out.
You gotta say, because hey, listen, you gotta really think about. Let's be clear.
Mm-hmm.
Washington's defense never won a football game for them yet.
Who this defense?
Other than probably Detroit, they did well with Detroit.
Yeah, because that was Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson helped them with that one.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not. Jay's going
maybe I guess I would say
you out, and then from a time of possession perspective, they're just going to keep the ball. They're not going to give you the ball back, and they're going to score. So now they're seeing other teams beat them at their game. You taught aggression.
You did.
You taught time of possession.
Mm-hmm.
That's offense.
Mm-hmm.
It's offense because this defense been what it is. And two of the big pieces of improvement for this defense got hurt. For real.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I always will say Dorrance Armstrong was in and out of the game last night.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Let's all hope is not long term.
He had a hamstring injury?
Absolutely.
Oh, he out.
So he's in and out of that game a lot. He was pushing it, y'all. He was pushing it. He was in and out a lot.
He out.
Ooh. Eek.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
More injuries to that unit. Yeah. So it was, and everybody said it. Coach Chris said, "Hey, you do 3 turnovers against a very good defense, and you making it. You gave them away."
Yeah, that's why.
Hey,
yeah,
and I mean, hey, listen, if the trust Jayden on this one,
mm-hmm.
and if we're gonna go to trust Jayden on this one, he said, "Calls a football game." That's what he believes.
Yeah.
Because he's the person who believes we still got time. We still got time. We still got time. We still got time. And they did. Absolutely. The time and everything was in their favor, and that mistake happened. I'm going to play this clip.
Mm-hmm.
It was David Aldridge asking Jaden about basically like, moving forward.
Yeah.
In your past, on the few occasions where you have had performances that aren't up to your standard, what's the week like for you going forward in terms of looking at those things and addressing?
I mean, just trusting myself, and I wouldn't even say trust myself. It's just trusting the plays and the keys, going through my keys, and being smart with the football. And there's time and a place for everything to be aggressive. And early on, we're driving, got momentum, we got points on the board. Don't make a throw like that, even though I know I can make a throw like that. So you just look back at it and you learn from it. I mean, that's kind of what this game is. If you win or you lose, you always learning from stuff, and you can always be better. I mean, you're not a perfect player because there's no perfect player on this field or in this league.
I just like this kid so much. I don't know.
And that's why it's hard to say something bad about him, critical of him, because we're not going to say nothing bad about him, but being critical. But here's the reality. Jaden is giving everybody the answer to the test.
Mm-hmm.
He's giving everybody the answer to the test.
Mm.
He's telling you exactly what he did incorrect.
Yeah, he told you, like, I can make that play. I thought I could, I think I can make the play.
That throw. I should have being too aggressive. I mean, we were standing there in the press box. We saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, he's throwing it right into traffic. Oh my God. And I was like, why would he do that?
He doesn't even do that. He doesn't even make plays like that. Or I do have a question for you that. I do have a question for that then.
Yes.
Because you saw it with Caleb too. I think you saw it with Caleb. Do you think they were kind of into that matchup a little bit too much, like trying to outstage each other? I saw when like Caleb threw like the bomb yo-yo pass to like Uduze versus two people, or Jayden trying to make that throw. Do you feel like it was more like, all right, it's that matchup, right? 1 versus 2 draft picks, whatever it may be, like the energy with the Bears, Commanders. Do you think that played a part?
I mean, it's hard not to think that some of this didn't. I mean, it was a whole theme. Conquer the night. You wearing the black uniforms again. You telling the fans to wear black. Everybody's in there wearing black. And you know what it is. The hype video got all types of highlights from that game. And it's hard to think that it didn't, even though they didn't want to talk about it, it's hard, and rightfully so, it's hard to think that it didn't play a part.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
no, I get it. Cause I was thinking about that too. It's like I saw on the other, because it's hard to read Jayden like that. So I don't look at Jayden that way. But it was easy to see.
I mean, I'm sure he would say no.
Yeah, but it's easy to see on the other side. I can see on the other side. So I was wondering, like, because hear him say that, it's like that's kind of different. He's never, because Paul said he was being greedy. Jayden's never really greedy when he's making his throws. That's one thing I like about him. He's very safe. Again, I'm gonna say this again. He's normally very safe with the football, especially when it's time to score. So I guess like looking at that play, I'm thinking to myself, was he more invested in like the moment? And what about the moment is like with what you're talking about, everything in play. The whole matchup, the Bears, the 1 versus 2 draft picks of last year, like did all of that play a part? Cause I kind of, after hearing him say that, I'm like, I can make that throw. Basically saying him being greedy. And I'm like, like there are other situations last year where, there were high leverage situations and he never would get that greedy. So I don't know. Like it's kind of, I don't know if the whole environment played a part in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got to remember last year, they don't like talking about it. Jayden was hurt.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. And that's another thing. That's another thing I want to ask you too, because you were there. From the TV, from me watching it on TV, I'm not saying he's not, to me, he doesn't look as fast as he has in the past. I don't know if it's
wearing a brace, but he's running fine.
Yeah, running fine. Okay, because I remember him trying to take the read option and he got caught. And I was like, damn, his speed wasn't the same. So all right, I just want to make sure, because I'm not. You see him more than me, and you see it up close, so you know better.
Yeah, that wasn't it yesterday.
Okay.
I don't think so. I'm trying to think about which way to go on this. While we're still talking about Jayden, because we do got to move to like offense and defense. Dan Quinn was asked today about Jaden. So let me play that
Yeah.
clip. So we're going to move around into some clips. So let me play that clip from today's press conference.
I don't know if you heard this after the game last night, but Jaden was very forthcoming, saying he lost focus there on that handoff to Bill with 3 minutes left in the game. Was that surprising to you that he would say that he lost focus in that moment, knowing his track record of being so calm, cool, and collected in those moments?
No, it doesn't surprise me. It actually, probably enhances what I feel about him. That's just like him, to go through those spots. And I'm not surprised that he said that. I had a text that we exchanged today. I won't share that, but just about how important it is, how he plays, and I'm certain he'll learn from it.
How important it is how he plays. Here's the reality. Jaden is your X factor. The success of this team relies heavily, if not all, on the success of Jaden Daniels. It is what it is, everybody.
Yeah.
It is. Okay. Say whatever you want. For me, last night, it was a question that I've had for the last year. Last night, I answered it. I was able to answer it. I was able to answer it. Now, the game, it can still be lost, still be lost, other fumbles, other teams they did what he was supposed to do, whatever. But he's going to give you a fighting chance every single time because that's just who he is.
Yeah.
So even in hearing him say he lost focus on that play, it's like, you did? For real? Because it's just not who he is.
Yeah. I feel like looking at it, like Jaden always gives you hope. That's the thing.
Always.
He'll always give you hope. So keep you always when he's playing, when he's healthy. He's gonna always give you a good chance to win a football game. You should always feel that. Well, I'll say this much because you always can feel like you can score against any defense because I know football's still a team game. So you can always feel like you can score against any defense. Like I can't predict what your defense is going to do, so I'm not going to say that. But like when he's got the football, you always feel like you're going to get 7.
I'm gonna tell you, I was in shock when that handoff happened. You want to know why? Because I sat back in my press box seat. I said,
"Game's over. Game over." I said, "Game over."
Let me figure out where am I gonna go for after game? Like, what's gonna be my direction? I'm probably gonna go ahead and tell Coach Quinn that Donna slipped up and cheered in the press box. Okay. I posted it on my Facebook. I said, "Ooh, if they win, I'm gonna tell Coach Quinn that Donna was cheering in the press box." I did. I was so petty, y'all. But she cheered. She couldn't help it. It was the special teams play. Now that was a dope play, and I was like, "Yes, a game-changing play." The blocked field goal.
The block, that was dope. Yeah.
Kinlaw, Deron, Mikey, all of them there. That's what I'm talking about. That's the spirit. That's the Commander's standard that we've heard them talk so much about. And Donna caught herself, but she did cheer. She did. And I said, "Oh, Donna, you cheering in the press?"
Yeah, Donna loves I love Donna.
But she could. I mean, she wasn't the only one, but it was.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure she wasn't.
It was hard not to, but I did. But she did. But I was going to joke. I mean, it was a joke. It was funny. They don't mind. Not like that. That was a great play. Amazing.
Oh man, look at these. Eric got a question for you.
The real question. What is it?
This is the real
Y'all are a mess. But
you gotta focus, all right, Ken. He gotta focus.
Everybody's gotta focus. But that's crazy. So I would say about going back
focus on Juju on that beat. He's really Juju on the beat. What are we doing here? Jay got focused. I'm sorry, I'm playing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But they did some good things, but this goes now into one of Donna's questions for today. I want to play this clip of when she asked Dan Quinn today about basically what's the most concerning. Because I think can we all agree? Can you and I agree, Wale, that 6 weeks in we haven't seen a complete Commanders football game yet?
No, it's been one. I mean, I guess you can
say
a half.
I think the Chargers game.
Chargers got me the most. The most game
before the half, and then the second half got it. As we saw it a bit in the Raiders game,
Yeah.
actually, we saw it a bit in the Raiders game, but like who they supposed to be, where they left off, what we thought, this isn't. So Donna asked Coach Quinn about what's most concerning for him right now, and check this out. This was interesting.
Hey, Coach.
Hi, Don.
When you look at the team overall, is it anything that concerns you a little bit more than one area over the other?
Just the fact that we haven't done complementary as well as we need to, Donna, in the 6 games. So there's been times that we have, and it feels like winning, and it feels like the things we do feed off of one another. And then there's times when we don't. And, we had a chance at the end to get some points, at the end of the half and missing those spots. I liked how the defense then responded in their own 2 minute at the half. But the more we can lean into one another, Donna, the better it is for us. That's plain and simple, and when we're at our best. So that's what I want to make sure we capture, and not just some of the time, but all the time.
That complimentary football piece isn't there.
It's not.
It's just not there. I mean, there are moments, but it's nothing that's consistent.
Why do you think that? Why do you think that?
That's a great question. I don't know. It's baffling to me because you think about the system, you think about the first year together. I'm not saying you're going to win them all, but what I am saying is everybody should be on the same page about what the mission is and about what you're supposed to be doing. And I feel like that's in all 3 phases. It should be clear. So you show up in that way in all 3 phases. Not sure what's not sticking. Now, we've heard a couple times throughout this season where you've heard them talk about being out-schemed or outplayed. That message came up in Green Bay. A bit of that came up in Atlanta. Green Bay, I'll give you that one. I will still continue to say in Atlanta, listen, I know it's a new year. I know it's a new season or whatever, but you just saw those people in December. You should have been a bit more prepared.
Yeah.
For that. And get in understanding injuries. Please, y'all, seriously. If the things that you all are complaining about now are the things Dietrich Wise and Will Harris were here to do.
Yeah, Wise is missed. I think people in the chat are saying that Wise is missed a lot.
Yeah. Yes.
So is Revo, has he been like replaced by Savage, or are they just playing? No. They're all playing all 3 of them. Okay, I just wasn't sure.
And I did ask. I think I asked about Jeremy Reeves last week. Let's play that clip. But I think the whole thing is complimentary for the whole game. The 60 minutes, not there. I don't know what that's about, but I did ask. I'm glad you brought up Jeremy because I did ask about him last week. Let me play this clip.
Hey, Coach. And so back in OTAs, I think we was talking to Joe Witt about Jeremy Reeves, and he was saying, he knows this as the special teams ace, but wanted to get him more involved in the defense, in which he has been. So what have you seen from him 5 games in?
First thing I would say, Candi, I saw the speed. I think it was evident to me early on, maybe the spring, maybe into training camp, but I felt it. It felt at another level than even in 2024. He's always been a good communicator on the field. Like I felt that on special teams, on the defensive role, but I saw the speed, the playmaking ability, and in the preseason you saw that too. The tackling, the hitting, the physicality, it just carried over on the defensive reps. So now that he's had a few games since Will's injury, he's gotten more reps, more communication, and more flow with the other guys as well. So he's somebody that we would count on in any situation, and man, we're certainly thankful that he's the one stepping into that spot. Like, talk about a man capable of leading and being in charge of communication and get it. Like Jeremy Reeves should be at the front of that line.
So that answers a bit of the question with, Will Harris being out, Revo getting those snaps and then getting those reps. Now, that was one of the things that Joe Witt did say he wanted. He wanted to find a way. Now, it's like fortunately, but unfortunately, the way that Revo got more involved in the defense is because Will Harris got hurt.
Yeah, because some folks haven't been like happy with his. I think Eric's putting out there haven't been happy with his tackling. I like Revo. Everybody, I make that obvious. I just think I think give him time. I think he can be the. I mean, and Will Harris has been great. Like he's been better than I thought. So I'm not going to even act like he. Like to your point, he's definitely missed. I think Revo can have that type of impact. As as long as as the season goes forward, because he has to get used to playing with him and Quan. Got to get used to playing with each other, and communicating on the back end.
Right. And so it's to that point, like you said, of Eric's comment, he makes some, he missed some. Well, that's everybody. That's what they're all doing. And that's the challenge. Like
they all are doing that too. That's a fact.
They're doing that. And so that's the thing around the consistency. So here's the thing. Let me play these two. Because, insider tip. Sometimes I ask the same question to different people because I'm asking for a very specific purpose.
Of course.
Now, when it comes to October football, I asked that question to Dan Quinn. So I'm going to play that clip. I asked that question to Joe Witt. I didn't ask it to Cliff. And the reason why I didn't ask it to Cliff is because they're all dealing with injuries. But I feel like from a wide receiver perspective, that group has hurt the most, right? From just a depth resource perspective of having at full strength their team, if that makes sense. So I haven't asked him that because it's kind of like, well, his players are hurt. You know what I mean? They weren't there. So I kind of know the answer to that question. But I want to play both of these clips because now you're halfway through October, and you all definitely my ex will lay your thoughts after we play both of these. But go ahead, drop in the chat and see if you seeing what they're talking about, because I'm asking them what are you looking for, right? And so let's take the measurement. Have we seen it so far in October?
Hey, Coach. So you've mentioned September football. So now it's October. So what does October football, what's been the message around what you want to see this month?
Yeah, I think the execution, honestly, Candi, that's the big thing. I want to make sure the energy home road in terms of how we want to play. And somebody brought up starting fast to me. Starting fast doesn't mean a touchdown on the first drive or a 3 and out. It's a speed and intensity and urgency to go. So I don't want to confuse what that would look like. But I do want to see the execution really, start to dig in. We've had 4 games together. Roles have now begun to emerge. And so, it's a good month to go really dig in to go get better. And now that some of those roles have emerged, that's a big deal for it. Some guys have had to step in, and I've liked what I've seen in some of those instances, Candi, to see guys step up when the injuries take place, knowing that that's a part of it, and the opportunity came early for some of the players, and so it's nice to see them deliver and show and express themselves. Hey, man, I can help, I can do these things, and so I think that's been a big piece of it.
So that's one answer.
Okay.
Now let's check out Joe Witt's answer.
Hey, Coach, so kind of along those lines, I know Coach Quinn talks a lot about, September football, October football. So from an October football perspective, what are some things you definitely want to see already from last week and starting this week going forward?
Well, the consistency, all right? We talked about, and I talked about being on a roller coaster. New York, we play well, then Green Bay, boom. Let's just play well, okay? And let's do it every game and a consistent play. So that's what we're looking for, not just October, but all the way through for the rest of the season. Let's make people beat us. Let's not, have penalties. Let's not have free runners, or let's not have missed assignments, okay? Let's just, because when we do what we're supposed to do, we're very hard to move the ball on. But when we give them big chunks, all right, now we have to go down there and play hero ball, which we don't need to be able to do.
All right, well, Lisa, what you think?
I think I like Dan Quinn's statement. Like how I look at what he said was, pretty much we're supposed to be better by now. Like we should be locked in. We should be better by now. And with Witt, I feel like he's searching for consistency. But I think there's 2 separate messages, though, to be honest with you. Like one is more like we got to be locked in by now. Like we're at the point now where guys have kind of gotten to their roles. So now they should be, set. That's where I get from Dan Quinn. Like we should be set by now. Like nobody got hit with injuries, but folks are in it. They've been in this position already for a number of weeks now, and we should be good. What Witt's saying is like, yeah, right now it's a roller coaster ride, which it's hard. I get where he's coming from because it's hard to kind of go about that route because again, it's like who you play though, kind of like who you play has made you look good and who's out and made you look a certain way. Like the Giants, we've seen already. All right, let's be real. Like obviously Russell Wilson got benched for a reason. Like the Giants, like all right, then you go to the Packers. You play good quarterback play with Jordan Love, so they struggled. You go to then you play the Raiders, and Geno's kind of Geno and the Raiders offense they're not a prolific offense, so their defense is able to handle it. They go to Atlanta, which at the time seemed like a bad look, but they look what they did to Buffalo. So obviously, like Atlanta's offense is equipped. You play you play the Chargers, great quarterback play, but the offensive line is like, as you know, is hit hard. So the matchups have been kind of favorable for Washington's defense to where the consistent, and because this is why I used to Chicago, and then people on my show know about this. I use the Chicago game as a big outlier, a big like how I can view the defense. Like from here, this point on, all right, if the defense plays well, and again, I don't want to say they play horrible because again, to your point, Candy, they 3 turnovers. It could have been much worse, but they're still giving up explosive plays. You know what I mean? They're still giving up explosive plays, so they're still looking for that consistency. Because to his point, Coach Witt, they can handle like like not last night, but typically they can stop the run. They've done a good job against the run, but they are still giving up big explosive plays in the passing game. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And each time, for at least what it appears, it's a scheme thing. It looks like they got outsmarted. It looks like a strategic thing.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, okay, there's a hole there. This you do. It doesn't look like they just got beat, if that makes sense. Because sometimes you do just get beat.
Yeah.
And other times it's just like, why would they do that? Okay,
I think Mike got a question for you. He's like all caps. I think he's trying to insult me. I'm like, not me, but he has a question for you because he said I can't see it. I don't run the freaking thing, Mike.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and this whole thing about the outside runs, that was Dietrich Wise.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was
supposed to be your person. That's what he was supposed to be for. And he's not there, and they don't have backup for him. Which goes back to the defensive end that they just brought in. Maybe he could be that type of player. They need help. They
Jake Jackson.
not be able to replace Dietrich Wise. Period.
Yeah. Adam loves his old Niners. I know Drake Jackson because my brother is a big USC fan, and he was high on Drake Jackson when he came out in the draft. Interesting. It's somebody Adam Peters is very familiar with. So
because you got Jake Moody, but whatever.
He wouldn't win it. Hey, I'm a Michigan fan, so I always support Jake.
But all I'm saying is,
it was wild that he was making kicks, and Jake's been struggling for like a couple years.
He was struggling big time, and then you went to the person because that's who Adam drafted him.
Yeah, he did. He did draft Jake. Yeah, he did. Sure did. Jake Moody's one of the best college kickers when he came out. Yep. So he was really good in college. I will attest to that. He was clutch. He was clutch in college.
Yeah. It feels like, going back to the October football, it feels like they're doing just enough to win.
False saying what you said.
Yeah. It feels like they're trying to do just enough to win, but see, that's not enough, right? It's like did the theme and did part of the identity become the cardiac commanders? Like that can't be, that can't be your identity though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, but did it become part of your identity? Because to your point, that's how I read it. Like this should look like what it's supposed to look like by now. And it should.
Oh, this is somebody's. I think it's a comment.
I don't know. I think I saw something from Lisa Turner. I shared that one.
Okay. I was like, younger guys are getting more targets, so we can move from the older guys for the future since we are still in the recalibration years. Oh, okay. Jake, could you use Luke McCaffrey? All right. Yeah, Luke had a great catch, man. Like,
it's like
he had a great catch. He had a great. Well, he's wide open. He's wide open. So
he was wide open. I mean, we laughed, but let's go back to that. He wasn't in the game. We had literally just said, "Well, where's Luke?" Because
I know he wasn't playing. I know.
Go get Luke. He comes back in the game. He scores. He's doing what he's been doing all night.
Look at him. Yeah.
And so it's not, you know, so it becomes it's not, I mean, and I've been seeing, listen, here's what I will say with full confidence. They are putting the best people for the role out there. So that isn't injured.
Yeah.
So let me go back to something. Do I still have?
Yes,
Do
please.
you
I like your clips. Your clips are great. I ain't gonna lie. I like your clips. Your
Hey,
clips are
I'm
great.
so good to enjoy yourself. Let me see. I may not have this anymore. I had asked Coach Witt. I mean, I have this in here anymore, and that sucks. A few weeks ago, I asked Coach Witt. I think it was before the Atlanta game about. Ooh, I could play the one about Mikey that from a
Yeah,
few.
yeah, I think that's a good one.
But
Cause
I
somebody had a
asked
question
Coach
on
Witt
Mikey.
about Frankie Louvu, and this is a few weeks
Ooh.
ago. And this is when he said the interesting thing about Frankie is Frankie's being played like a big now because of the season he had last year.
Okay. So
This
because
goes back
Ellison asked this
to,
question. Ellison's
right.
asking
I
about
saw
Frankie.
that. So listen, these guys eat at the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
That is what you do because you want to attack the line. That is what they do. They're not great in coverage, but that's where you had your safeties and where you had that level of help there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it goes back to the Atlanta game when I said, well, I don't understand why they were using, or if you were going to bring Jordan McGee into you can do a 3 linebacker package.
Yes, you can.
You and I talked about this before the stream. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It doesn't, you can, I promise y'all, you can do a 3 linebacker.
Easily.
Okay.
And I mean, Dan Quinn used to do that in Seattle.
You can do, yes.
Yeah, in Seattle.
It's like Cam Chancellor a bit.
Yeah. Cam Chancellor. Yeah, everybody. Right? They had like that.
So it doesn't have to be a take Bobby out to put Jordan in. Y'all,
you put 3. You put 3.
You can have 3. They did that a bit in the Chargers game last week.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at Bobby, Jordan, and Frankie all in there at the same time. Yeah. And so I was like, I don't understand why this is so difficult to do.
I do.
I say that facetiously because I do understand why. Let me be clear on that.
Yeah.
But I don't know why it's not being done because they use Jeremy Chin in various ways.
Yeah, he's supposed to,
right? They either use him as a safety or as a linebacker, but it just depends on the role that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so that becomes and here's the other thing. I see this question and I have asked.
Yeah.
But I have asked publicly.
Uh-huh.
So, but I've asked.
Yeah.
So because it's right there. But you saw it happening in LA. Go back to the game. It definitely happened there.
Yeah.
Okay? And so that was one of the things where I always said we don't have to. I would like to think more in it doesn't have to be this or that.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? It could be all of the above. It goes back to the running backs. Everybody's like, well, give Bill the most, give Bill the most, give Bill the most. You know what? I agree. However, you know who they planning for. So just go ahead and put J Mac out there. Just go ahead. Just sometimes you got to run it back by committee because that's not who they're game planning for.
But was Robert
not the starter? Doesn't mean that, you know what I mean. Yeah. Chris Rodriguez has been dealing with a calf injury.
That's why I will make sure he's okay.
Calf injury. You all remember Dio was dealing with a heel injury, so that's why you may have seen him moving a little bit different.
Yeah, he ain't look healthy.
But he's been doing that. And so it becomes it's just like I'm laughing at this. Yeah, I'm laughing at. So I don't have the Frankie Louvu question in here anymore, but I think it was after week 3 when I
because when he was being real quiet, like when he wasn't, we weren't hearing
week 3, and then he had and then when I asked about Mikey, this is interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna play this one from when I asked about Mikey a couple weeks ago. Coach Quinn made sure to include Frankie in that because I'm pretty sure they knew I was asking about Frankie. So let me play this one. This was after the Atlanta game.
Okay.
And I know, between last season and this season, Mikey Sainristil
the inside, outside. You've kind of, done a little bit of both over the last season. And then, of course, with this season, a switch. What is your assessment thus far on how he's doing and if he would potentially go back to what you all were doing last year?
Yeah, I was pleased to see a lot of what he did at the nickel in this game, Kenny. I thought he had some good tackles. He was aggressive inside, had the interception. So I was pleased to see Mikey improve from last game into this game. And so I thought he and Luvu were two that stood out to me of some things that had real progress.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I know I was like, and I had to kind of chuckle to myself, like, oh, he made sure to throw Frankie in there because I had asked about Frankie the week prior, and he did do better in Atlanta game. He did, and I was like, okay, they know I'm on to him. So thank you, Coach Quinn, for adding Frankie in there. I'm not gonna ask you about him because he did do better that game.
Frankie wasn't that bad yesterday either.
He wasn't.
He wasn't bad yesterday either.
But it becomes going back to the Frankie Louvu question of they're treating him like a big now because of the season he had. Okay, well, is this a whole thing where now your players are being treated a certain type of way because of 12-5?
Yeah.
Making it to the NFC check. I mean, you have to know the hunters are going to hunt.
Yeah.
And now you are being the hunted. You have to know you are now the hunted. They're going to play you accordingly.
Oh, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Like they're not understanding that. Does that make sense? Like even in your game planning, your preparation wise, I will be so honest with you all, like I am all the time, and I will tell you that unfortunately this season I have been shocked a lot of the time because this isn't what I'm used to watching even in practice. Okay, it's not. It is not. I'm glad that some people still make me look smart, like Javon Kinlaw. It's made me look smart. The running backs have made me look smart. You know what I mean? So I'm like, keep making me look smart, everybody, because you make me look kind of bad. I mean, that game made me look smart. You might not like my answer, but it made me look smart. So it's just one of those things. And thank you so much, Lisa, for this comment. And because we care about how we report. We care. But we also care about how we're asking questions because you never want to come off disrespectful. I know what these guys put in, these coaches, everybody, the men and the women, because there's women that work for the team as well. They put in a lot of work, and that's why on game days I'm surprised.
Yeah, like when that happens,
Like, wait a second. Wait, what just happened? I ask myself that a lot. It's already different. And I think I shared this on your pregame in LA, where we made a joke in the press box. I think it was like David Harrison sitting right there. It was definitely David Harrison and Mitch Tischler. Ben Standing might be sitting there. I'm not sure. But I was like, remember just last year, we really didn't, we were just happy. It was just game day. We didn't know what was happening. We didn't have zero expectations. We just doing our jobs. And then you're like, oh, this looks good. Oh, wow, this looks good. Now here's the truth. This human nature is the reality. The bar is here.
Yeah.
It is. And they like down here. And this goes back to October football. My question, right? Yeah. Coach Quinn and Coach Witt. This don't look like here. And you should absolutely not be here. And that's where they are. And they got to really figure out why that is. Because even with who you have, other than the pass rush, I'm going to be honest with you all, other than some of the pass rush and the explosive plays, I'm like, oh, but it's, but Jaden, the offense used to get them out of a lot of those.
It did. That's what I'm saying. It used to get
that's why I'm like, you guys, I can't, because these were the same problems last year.
Yeah. It's there you go. Like, and I guess that what does that mean though? Like the same
I don't know.
problem.
That's
than
the
last
challenge.
year.
I don't know because see, I'll go back to games. Why would you say it right now? The first Eagles game, Thursday Night Football, I felt like the defense did as well as they
Yeah,
could.
they're
Remember,
really
the
good last.
offense
They're
couldn't
real
get
good.
going, and
Mhm.
they held on for 53 whole minutes. And then the rest of that game, it was Saquon's show,
Mhm.
and that was it. And so you know how they are against the run.
Mhm.
You know how they are against the run. It still sucks. You don't like it because
Yeah.
some weeks they do well.
Well, so this is the thing this is the thing that kind of gets me now. Like, I mean, I think they're better than they were last year against the run. So I think it's
Absolutely.
fair.
I mean, they're better
But
than
like it,
run, but it's not,
yeah, and it's like, so this is the thing. Like,
They have been good. They have been good. There's been some
yeah,
weeks like against Ashton Genty. They've
yeah,
done some good, they've done some
yeah,
good stuff. I'm not gonna poo my guys, but it's
yeah,
just like
yeah,
the bar is higher.
yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's wild that take us now. Now the run thing is starting to be an issue again, where because a lot of some folks who aren't here were getting blamed for it, for the run defense who aren't here no more. They were
Well,
getting
that's my
blamed.
point.
Yeah, and it's like
And
it's
if
now
Lawrence
it's
Armstrong is hurt, that's a problem.
yeah, yeah. So I'm like, Paul had a question for you, Ken. He says,
Eddie, I,
Kenny,
I would like to mention this as well. Eddie Goldman was also out.
yeah, which was important.
And we talked about that pregame. Remember, we talked
Yeah,
about that. I said, hey, listen, Eddie Goldman is an unsung hero around here on the defensive line.
place,
He's
yeah,
sick. So
yeah.
I always want to remind people as much as I possibly can about injuries and who are the key components that make this thing go that aren't
Mhm.
there,
Mhm.
or when there were decisions to take some people out.
Mhm.
Some of those don't make sense to me. Sometimes people are on the sidelines. These are not the same starters in every rep.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's a whole nother topic of conversation.
Yeah, and Paul had a question for Kenny. I know you don't deal with rumors, but we are interested, or are we interested in Tyree Woolen, a 6'4" DB from Seattle, and he is fast.
I
Are
mean,
you
what do you mean?
interested in the DB, another DB? Are they?
In a trade?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know why they would be. I mean, hey, they always find opportunities to get better, but I mean,
I feel like they're like more. I feel like because at the end of the day, they got their starting corners. Like no one's going to be getting benched in corner like over anybody else unless they're injured. Like Marshawn's not going to be benched. Mikey's not going to be benched.
No.
Amos is not going to get benched. So there isn't like room for a corner like that. But I would say this though. Safety, like I think that they're like they need more help. If they're doing a trade mob thing, they're gonna make a trade. And I don't think they're not gonna make a trade because they have like they need their draft capital.
They already got none.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think they would go more into getting another receiver because you can't trust what's going on with the injuries.
You don't know what's happening right now, really, with Noah.
Yeah.
We just got
Yeah, exactly.
Because here's the reality. Noah was at practice last week. He was limited. He ended up not playing. Okay. Terry's injured. So we got to see what's happening here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, Paul, like all right, I'm just going to talk to Candi and Candi, do you think they're going to be getting another cornerback?
I don't think so, but
Yeah.
I mean,
there you go.
I don't know. But, again, I don't know when Jonathan Jones is coming back. I mean, this is somebody who I wish I could tell you all more about. But remember, this was one of their off-season pickups.
Yeah,
who's been battling injury. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Last year you knew they were going to get a corner.
Yeah, you knew last year they were getting a
You
corner.
knew last year they were going to get a corner.
Yeah, you knew it.
And so I don't know.
I mean, I feel like getting like they're definitely trying to get guys in the building who've had potential. He does like those type of DBs, but I don't think that you're gonna bench like Woolen's not gonna start, and he has to be on the outside. He's not gonna start over Marshawn. I'm gonna be real with you. Like there is a money element to it, just like I talked about the kicker. He's not starting over Marshawn because Marshawn's outside, so you're not gonna kick Marshawn off as a starter. Then unless Marshawn's hurt. So there's no way Woolen is an outside cornerback. He's not going to start on the outside. Mikey's going to still be an inside because Mikey's still a second round pick. So Mikey, they're not going to bench Mikey. If anything, to be real with you, if anybody's going to move to the outside over Marshawn, it would be Mikey. If that was going to ever happen. And I'm not going to say it's going to happen.
I want to acknowledge this comment. I don't know if you can pull it. I think it was somebody said they have what they had. Where is this? This one.
Yeah.
No one is coming.
I agree. I agree with Ellison.
Turn things around. We had. So I do
Kinda
as
agree with
well. I agree with
agree
that
with all
as
this
well. I think going back to my questions on October football, all of that,
Mm-hmm.
I want to repeat myself and be very, very clear with you all. I have been shocked on most game days, even when they win.
Yeah.
I've been shocked because I'm like, now wait a minute now.
That ain't what you've been saying.
What's this? What is this? And I mean, I told you that Atlantic, I panicked. I was like, oh my God, I think I'm gonna be sick because I ate cake and ice cream early that morning. Atlanta's press box is dope.
Mm-hmm.
Cake and ice cream, that was one reason why I felt like I was going to be sick. But I also, it was probably the only reason. But I really was like, I'm about to throw up. And so, but at any rate, I don't know. And the reason why I'm saying I don't know is because I have not been impressed by the opponent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there might be some hell of a plays here and there. Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
Some shade, because I told y'all Bijan is Bijan. Now that's from person when I'm like, whoa, Bijan.
There's levels to this. Keep trying to tell for there's levels to this.
He's probably the only one who has gotten that reaction out of me all year.
Oh, well,
right?
Saquon, yeah, Saquon,
but they haven't played Saquon yet.
Yeah, not yet.
They play right. Yeah. So Bijan got that reaction out of me. Michael Parsons got that, and Rashawn Gary. Right,
yeah.
Green.
Oh no, didn't that? Oh, I know. I know. Got a reaction out of you too. Don't you missing somebody too?
Text me.
No. He played for the Raiders. Don't play yourself like that. Don't play yourself like that.
You got me there. You got me there.
Look at for.
You're like, what are the keys to the game? Max Crosby can't play. Take him out. Keep him on the sideline. What was that? So yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, that is so funny. But yes. So those four people, those the only people who it had me like, whoa, man. Oh no, scary. I'm so scared. That was it. That was it. But everything else, it was like we talked about these things. And then you see the game and you're like, or I asked questions like the one I played earlier with Cliff Kings when I asked Cliff Kingsbury about what challenges. I'm asking for a reason. What challenges do they present for you all? And he lists them right out. Right. One of the shows, Joe Witt was before Atlanta. Joe Witt came on. He knew the Atlanta Falcons offense to a T. You go out there and it's like, well, I know you knew because they told us you knew, but it doesn't look like you know. It's just like, and so for me, I'm not in this space of like, oh well, these guys just can't get it done. Like it's a talent. It's for me, being around them so much, being there for me, it's not a talent issue.
Yeah.
Right. It's
I don't think it is either. I don't really think it's a thorough talent issue. I don't, because I'm gonna say this. Like I grew up like I mean, even like, and I always use an example. I feel like it's a broken record, but I've seen like this team in past. I know what great coaching can do, and it's not a knock on anybody else. I think there's levels, just like there's levels. So how you talk about Bijan Robinson?
Yes,
his talent. There's levels to like playing a running back position. There's there's levels to defensive coordinators, right? There's levels to it to a point where it's either you got a coordinator that, and this is not throwing shade, but it's just a fact. It's just like anything in life. They are coaches who can do a lot with less, and there are coaches that need a lot to do what they need to do, right? There's a lot. Like I always reference this one dude, and I always reference Greg Williams when he came in town. When Greg Williams came in town, the year before he got here, Washington had one of the worst defenses in the NFL. One of the worst, and they didn't add but so many players. They added Sean Taylor, right? They added Sean Taylor. They added like I think when they added I I want to say they added like Sean Springs. I could be wrong though, but they added like I think Sean Springs came in that year too. This is Sean Springs when he was kind of like broken down. Like the word on Sean Springs was he was like a broken down corner. That was like the word on Sean Springs, and he brought those two dudes came in and Sean Taylor didn't start in the beginning of the season, so it wasn't like Sean Taylor came this thing started, and we had the top defense in the NFL. Period. Throughout almost, and we were number one for a while, and then we dropped to number 3 at the end of the season, something like that. And we didn't have a great defensive line. We didn't have like known names. Antonio Pierce, who everybody knows now, before that was a special teamer, never really started, never really played. He put him in as a linebacker. He became an all-pro caliber linebacker. Ryan Clark was a journeyman getting cut by everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He decided to move Ryan Clark to safety. And Ryan Clark became one of the better safeties in the NFL. And we all know Ryan Clark now, the pivot and all that good jazz. And he turned it around. But all that to say is like when you're a mad scientist and calling as a defensive coordinator, you don't need but so much. And I'm with you. I kind of feel like I know because you see it, you saw it in camp, you see talent. I feel like they're talented. I know people always say, well, this person ain't good or this, that. Like to me, they're talented enough to be a good defense. They are talented enough to be a good defense. Now it's all about sometimes you need a little mad scientist to kind of get you where you need to get to. That's all. And if you're not a mad scientist, then yeah, the defense ain't gonna be what you think it's gonna be. It could be like he said, it could be like this.
Yeah,
it could be like this. When you're a mad scientist, you're always in the lab. Cliff Kingsbury is a mad scientist.
Yeah, he is.
In his position, like he's a mad scientist. Like the other corner, he's young in the game. And I get it. This is not a knock, but eventually he's gonna have to get to a point with the talent they do have, or Adam Peters is gonna have to give him more talent to get to so he can do what he wants to do, and he's comfortable in doing it the way he wants to do it. Because if you're not a mad scientist, we're gonna continue to see this.
Yeah.
And that's the problem to me.
And it's going to be a challenge of the why. It's like really being honest about what it is that you need. And we talk about this when the schedule comes out.
Yeah.
And I've shared this on my show.
Mm-hmm.
You always look at what the division does, how the division drafts.
Yeah, that's
who they pick up in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Then you have to look at your opponents outside of the division. Your regular season opponents. How did they draft? How did, who are they picking up in the offseason?
Mm-hmm.
Then you keep up with them. But you got to look at these rosters to really say talent for talent.
Are you mad?
Who are these matchups?
Yeah. I agree.
Who are these matchups? Because here's the reality: you could be a perfect matchup, but if you're not in the right position to be successful, then that's a whole nother
it don't matter. It don't matter anymore.
And that becomes the mad scientist part.
Yeah.
Of it. Now, sometimes also with the mad scientist part of it, it becomes finding the balance of just using your common sense.
Yeah, that's it.
But it just like I'm gonna tell you, I was concerned already. When Matt Gay went to go kick that 50-yard field goal, the first one, I said, now everybody knows he can't make this. And
I believe him, Matt. I believe him, Matt.
I didn't. And that's just because that's just from using my clues. And
I know. I
love Matt. I love everybody. But I was like, this isn't going to work. Now he misses this one. He gonna make the rest because he's gonna be upset that he missed that one. But he
was good. My man was clutch after that. He hit the post the first time, and he was like, I ain't doing that no more. Matt was like, I ain't doing that no more. I'm making a 53.
But that becomes another thing. I'm glad you brought that up because now I feel like, why does everybody have to get mad in order to do better?
That's true. Why you gotta be pushed to that level?
Now everybody got a chip on their shoulder every week. No, you just need to do what you do. Everything on the wall. What is it? Anytime, anywhere. Now, I saw a question about 3 linebacker sets going forward. All I'm gonna say is they've done it. They did it against the Chargers. They've done it.
It
happened. I don't know.
They've done it. They've done it before.
It has happened. And so that's why I'm like, I don't know. But I mean, with some instances, I do know. All right.
I do want to see Jordan McGee out there more, though. You know what I'm saying? I do. I do want to see him out there more. I do.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Not like, and not to, and I wanted to address this because we talked about this before we started recording. Like, I don't like again, we talk about mad scientists, whatever. I want to say this too because I totally agree with you because when you come out, you talk about Bobby all the time, and I'm like, Bobby is fine. Like, I'm not
play some Bobby Wagner clips. Not
okay.
I asked some Bobby Wagner questions because me, I got to when I got to hear something, and I know what I see. Now I'm gonna ask the head coach what you see. Mm-hmm. Why is he on the field? Immaculate person. Mm-hmm. Immaculate on the field. I know what he does.
Yeah.
And I can assure you the best people for the job are on the field. Now, do I always think that they're in the best position to succeed? No. Mm-hmm. That's a different topic.
True.
It's a completely different topic.
Yeah, very different topic, yeah.
But I'm not sold on the answer is, well, just take him out and put Jordan in. No, now, wait a minute now. That's a little bit more complex than that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more complex than that, everybody. So I am going to play these clips where I asked Coach Quinn and I asked Coach Witt. So let me do the Coach Quinn question first, and then Coach Witt. We still got to talk about some things on offense. We got to talk about
definitely
line too.
Yeah, definitely.
Sam Cosby's coming back. We got to talk. Brandon Coleman was inactive for the fourth straight game. We got to talk about some of this. So let's get into these Bobby Wagner. My question about Bobby Wagner clips. Hey there, Coach. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Going back to the linebacker group. I know last week after the Atlanta game, you got a few questions about Bobby Wagner and the number of defensive snaps that he gets. But from your perspective, what is the importance of Bobby Wagner to this defense on game day? I know we talk about him a lot as a leader, but can you share, what he brings on game day?
Well, I think there's a tackling presence. When you're playing linebacker, Candi, you're right in the middle of it all. And you're going to be involved in as many plays, that involve tackling, not just in the tackle box, but outside of it. And so I like that the instincts he has. And a little bit like playing quarterback, there's, alignments, adjustments to move somebody to, put somebody into a different spot. There was times yesterday where it was going quickly that he always has the green light. Hey, you make the call. Where it's not waiting, for Joe to go if they're going quickly. And so as long as he knows the personnel, he's got that kind of instincts, Candi, that he can take that on as well when the times are appropriate.
So he is tremendously smart.
Yeah.
He has the same gift, I believe. He has the same gift that Jaden has, where he can remember things photographic. He can remember. He watches film so much, and he can remember exactly where things are, exactly where people are supposed to go, knows where everything is. I'm going to go back to this is more of you are now the hunted. Because I distinctly remember last year, I think it was the Carolina game. It was definitely the Bears game last year, where I was literally watching Bobby Wagner. He knew every single play. He knew everything. And I've seen him do that. He knows such that you just heard Coach Quinn tell it. So I ain't giving no secret sauce. He has the autonomy where he can change it. Right. Mm-hmm. The problem is now everybody else know that you're doing that.
Yeah.
A lot of this, CWall, is that people know you. They know y'all now.
Yeah.
So you got to be ready for now. You are the hunted. You're hunters, but you have to anticipate being hunted now. Because we have not, games that they have lost, we have not seen these teams do anything different.
No, it's all the same thing.
It's all the same.
In the same way.
Now going back to tackling. Now, before yesterday's game, if he continued on that pace, right, for the whole season, he would be on pace for 190 tackles this year. Mm-hmm. That is insane.
No, he's a tackling machine.
In the respect of how many missed tackles.
Yeah. No, he's a tackling machine.
So you gotta pick your poison, everybody. And which young guys you want to put on there? Yeah. I already told you what could potentially happen with Jordan. I already told you that. Mm-hmm. But then who else? Who else we talking about right now?
All I want is all I want is Jordan. Like, to be honest, going back to it, and Ellison has a question for you.
Yeah.
So, play caller. So it's the play caller.
I mean, you're getting out schemed. You're getting outplayed. This is, I mean, the other team has to get paid too.
Mm-hmm.
They got to be ready for you too. So even when you are setting a call, Coach Witt early on talked about even eye discipline. The other team they got to watch film too. They have to understand your tendencies and your technique and what you do and how you move, just like the Commanders do.
Yeah.
Last year, kind of sexy, right? Because did nobody know what they were doing, because
very true.
they were all new. They were all new together. Now they got you. If I'm sitting up in the press box and know what you're doing, and either like, oh yeah, or appalled, like, oh no, then if I know, they know up there in the sky. If I know, so it goes back to the mad scientists.
Yeah, I totally think what it is.
Finding that balance of, I'm going to be a mad scientist, or you know what, I'm just going to run the football on this 31. And my mad scientist part, I'm not giving this to Bill. I'm giving it to J-Mac.
Yeah. Look, I just feel like,
you know what I mean? It's you know what? Luke actually has been open all day. Why don't we give the ball to Luke?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
That play was that play.
He got a bum heel. Like, let's just use it.
Yeah. I will say that play though, to get Luke open was some mad scientist. You know what? That was some.
But he was doing a lot of that.
He set that up. That was a pretty play. I'm gonna give Lucas. I'm gonna give.
And you know why they set it up that way? This goes back to, who are people looking for?
Yeah.
Not checking for Luke.
They weren't checking for Luke. That's why I'm mad. They weren't checking for Luke.
And Luke made him pay. Cliff made him pay.
Cliff made him pay.
They made him pay.
Yeah, Eric giving you flowers.
It becomes, and yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Eric. That's all it is. Like, no one can expect that they don't know too. My biggest challenge has become.
Oh, thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa. Yay, thank you, Lisa. My challenge has become, why are you surprised that you're being hunted?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you shocked? You know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why? You know, and so
you shouldn't be shocked though. I knew this was going. I knew that's. Yeah, I knew personally. I knew like this team was going to get hunted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew like you can't. What happened last year? Teams are going to definitely look at you and say, all right, what you did last year, now we ready for it. You know what I mean? Oh, thanks, Paul. Appreciate you, Paul.
Because you got an Atlanta Falcons and a Chicago Bears who said the same thing I said when we had them beat. If it wasn't for the Hail Mary,
we had them
beat if they didn't win the coin toss. And both of those statements would be true.
Yes. Yeah. So I agree. I agree to your point where when you're looking at like what happened last year, because now and until a point too, also. When you got a player like a Jayden Daniels, like he's circled on the calendar now. Like everybody's geeked to play him. So they're gonna probably like you're gonna get the best effort from a defense. It's the same way when teams see Patrick Mahomes or they see a Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, any of these great quarterbacks. When you see those type of dudes, you want to make sure they not celebrating on your squad on that Sunday or Monday or Thursday. That's where you're at. So I'm with you. I feel like you should have expected this, and also to a point where like because Washington now we're back to being like a marquee team. Look how many primetime games we got.
Tell me about it. Okay.
I'm sorry for you. I know.
Like they looking for you now. And guess what? When they're looking for you and they're putting you on prime time, guess what? Don't you think this team wants to be the ones that everybody see beat Jayden Daniels in the Washington Commanders? Because that's who they are now. They Jayden Daniels in the Washington Commanders.
Yes, that's what they are. That's exactly what they are. Yeah.
Okay. So it feels weird.
Yeah.
Even for me and for us, like covering it, like, oh, because like it was only by a point.
Wow, dang, that's the next 1 p.m. game isn't until December.
Yeah,
that's that many games already at 4 o'clock on prime time.
It's 4:00 of prime time.
Jesus,
4:00 of prime time.
that is wild. I
So
don't pay attention to schedules like that. I need to though.
It's
That's wild.
they're ready. They're game planning. Remember everything. Everybody was like, hey, look. I mean, you're seeing the different year impact on many people, right? And the injuries don't help. The injuries is just bad. But going back to October football, all things. I'm with the coaches. I'm a little surprised. It's still not consistent even for me. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Like even the great play, the special teams play.
It's still been good. Special teams been really good though.
Yes.
It's been really good.
It's been, you know what I mean? I loved the field goal block. I loved it. But what I didn't love was that energy didn't stick.
I agree.
And then it becomes why doesn't it stick? And then it becomes this is a speculation from me, this comment I'm about to make. It shouldn't be Jaden gonna get us out of it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that though. I agree with that.
It shouldn't be that.
No, I agree with that.
He's amazing, but everybody needs to do their 05 got us.
Yeah.
And that's no shade based on it just shouldn't be that. Everybody should just be hammering away all game. Now, did I play? I played what Coach Quinn said about Bobby. I did ask Joe Witt about Bobby as well.
I don't think you played the one with Bobby though. Joe Witt.
With Joe Witt? Okay, I'm gonna play Joe Witt about Bobby. And then we really got to get into this offense.
Yeah, after we can talk about it after that.
Yeah,
after we address this offense,
this is something we're gonna talk about offensive line for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I asked Coach Quinn this question on Monday about Bobby Wagner. Can you share what Bobby Wagner brings to this defense on game day?
Yeah, he's a coach on the field. You know, that's what he is. He has a calm composure about himself. That if something is not right, he can make it right. He's a tackling machine. So if the ball is in between the alleys, it's going to be hard to get away from him. And, you know, he really should have had an interception this last game, too. The quarterback just put it in a bad spot, but he can really catch the ball. He's just a phenomenal football player, and he's a better person, you know. So I think the people that have been around him in the building, you know what type of man he is, and he's just a really, really stand-up person.
All facts. All facts.
I believe it.
Last week, before I go here, I asked Cliff about Chris Rodriguez and Jeremy McNichols.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope all this conversation is helpful to you all. Well, you hanging out with me. We out here hanging out. We still got people on the line.
Yeah, it's good. It's dope.
TV Urban Sports Scene collab here. And we're showing all these different clips using our clues. And sometimes I feel like I show clips and it's like they told us what was going to happen.
Yeah. No, it's real insightful, man. Like it's real, like to kind of put it.
You know, that's always been my jam. Like I'm here to educate. I'm here to use your clues is a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't even know if I ever show this to you. Wait a minute, because we do this whole thing. It's like a use your clues. We do like a use your clues. Like I'll be like,
no, I've seen it before. I've seen it before in your live stream. Yeah.
Like because it's important to have those conversations and to be able to talk through this stuff because you'll miss it.
Yeah.
You'll really, really miss it. In game day, you'll be able to reflect and be like, man, dang. So I asked Cliff about Chris Rodriguez and Jeremy McNichols. I'm going to call him J-Mac, but Jeremy McNichols last week too. So I'm about to play this clip.
Hey, Coach, along the lines of the running back room, Chris Rodriguez and Jeremy McNichols, what have you seen from them so far?
Yeah, I think just what we've always known, like when they're called upon to make a play, to make a block, to do it right, they nail it each and every time. And we feel comfortable with either one of those guys as their starting running back, and I think that's the biggest compliment I can give them. They can do it in all phases. They play special teams. They can be effective in the pass game. And so very dependable, reliable players that we feel like we can play at a high level with.
Both.
Very important point.
Yeah,
it's not a thing in there. Well, you know, if you have three running backs where you feel comfortable, where any one of them could be your starter, that is excellent.
Yeah,
that is absolutely tremendous.
And this is some Deluxe saying what you were saying. He says the running back by committee needed to continue 27 of 31 carries, where Bill 17 or Jaden 17 or Jaden 10. He's to your point, like you were saying earlier, like it needs to still continue about just spreading it out rather than just have,
Because what was that last night? Was it a 3rd and 14 and J Mac got 15 yards? Like we watched him do this, right? And I kept saying this. I kept saying it to Lake in the press box. I was like, why aren't it? That's when the mad scientist becomes like, just use your common sense.
I do have a question for you for that. Do you think that I have a question for that? Do you think that something, the Bill thing is something that like just do you think that he's kind of succumbed to like, the outside noise of we just got to use Bill rather than going with he probably naturally thinks and just saying that we need to do a running back by committee? Because I feel like personally, I feel like Cliff would prefer to do running back by committee.
Absolutely.
I feel like the outside noise has kind of been real loud because of what Bill has done, and I get it because Bill has looked good, looked great. That we want to see more Bill rather than the others. Do you feel like he's listening to the outside noise?
That's what it felt like last night. I don't, I know it's been running back by committee, but how it looked and felt last night was like, okay, Bill's a starter.
Yeah, that's how I felt like last night. Yeah,
you don't have to do that here. And I don't even know why anybody's pushing for it. For what?
Yeah.
Like, listen, score the touchdown, please. It doesn't matter who does it. I don't think so. Maybe that's just me, but because
I kind of felt that way. That's why I like
anyone of them can do it.
Yeah, because I feel like if you look at what Cliff has liked to do, he's kind of like that's the same reason of getting B-Rob out of here when I just running back by committee. Because you said this before, you said this during camp. They love this running back room, and they feel like a lot of guys can bring so much to the table. And you got guys who are real versatile of what they can do. You got a little. It's like Baskin Robbins. You got a little bit of everything in there, right? Yeah. You got Chris Rodriguez, the power back, who has a great eye and great vision running the football. You got Bill, the explosive back, who also is tough. You got Jerry McNichols, who's tough, can run between the tackles, make big strong runs, can get to the outside as well. So who's a little bit of mixture of both, right? It's a little bit of both, right? So. I just feel like just go with what you wanted to do from camp, because that was a talk coming out of camp after, especially talking to you, and you were talking about how good the room was. It's kind of been the talk at camp, like we could just go running back by committee.
It's been. I mean, and it was raining, so I said it a number of times. Like in the press, I was like, I would have went J Mac in a lot of those instances. I really would have. CWall was dealing with a calf injury last week, so he didn't practice as much last week. But I mean, hey, half and half, whichever the case may be, but they're all there. They've all been fantastic, and I just don't. I'm not. Especially again, this then becomes my mad scientist, right? Versus common sense. Well, clearly they're planning for Bill now. You already all right, cool. Go ahead, put J Mac in there and let this go and let it roll. You know what I mean? You can do rock, paper, scissors for all I care and figure out who like to do it. But I mean, that's what I can say. And as I always do, shout out to Coach Anthony Lynn.
Yeah, such a good coach.
For preparing these players for any of the moments. And so I don't want it to be overthought.
Yeah.
They're good, they're great. Whoever can get open, whoever can break the tackle, whoever they're not expecting. And then once you punch them in the mouth a few times, go ahead and put Bill back over there. It's just you knew that was a weakness of theirs. The Bears defense, but they were good last night though. They still be good. Offensive line. Now, where do I want to go with this? I think the first place I want to go with this, let me think, because this is like where I got it now. Maybe I'm gonna be a mad scientist. I'm really trying to figure out where I want to go with this. Because listen, it's a couple different things. Oh, I know where I want to go. So, Brandon Coleman inactive,
yeah,
4 games in a row. I couldn't make all these weeks are running together. I couldn't make one of Coach Quinn's press conferences. Okay, his Wednesday press conference. So I asked David Harrison if he could ask this question for me regarding Brandon Coleman. Check out Quinn's response.
I think this was last week.
And then just any updates you might be able to provide on Brandon Coleman, kind of how he's moving along behind the scenes?
Yep, I was pleased to see the practice out of BC last week, what he did, how he played, and then we'll go back through the whole thing again. But I thought he threw a really good week last week, and it's a good group that we have, and so it is high competition, and we'll continue to play it out. But I was pleased with what I saw last week, and we'll head that into this week as well.
Now, here's my question to him about the O-line. I think it was Friday or Saturday. Who knows what day it is? Well, it was.
And looking at your offensive line, there's been some changes there, and they're still, keeping it going. So, what can you say about that group?
Yeah, I think it speaks to like their connection. There's a number of these guys that have played Candi, them adding guys in when we added George later to go, but I like how they are as a group. And I think the best offensive lines have played well as a unit. You didn't just signal one person here or one person there, but just their ability to commit together. I think we're making progress in the run game and the run actions that go with that. The more they look alike, that's a big part of the offensive line. Does the coming off on the run feel like the same thing on a play pass? And so they've dug in hard on that. I've seen definitely improvement. I like the way that we've got an athletic group that can pull. All five of them you've seen pull, both tackles, both guards, the center. So having people that can get out in space, that's a big deal. And often on a team, this guy's a really good puller. He's a good athlete. So to see all combinations of guys pull, that makes it more challenging, knowing that gap schemes and pullers don't go just to one side. Sometimes you look for that as a defense, and we don't have that tendency, which is nice.
Now, Donna asked a question about the offensive line today. So check this out.
And when you look at the offensive line play, what are you seeing there, and what do you want to see more?
Over the last couple of weeks, we've been pleased with the run game and thought, that was an area we could really lean in to get some bigger gains and some bigger ones to hit. That did not happen. So like most things, we're going to, emphasize the things that we need to, find our spots to go get better and go dig in to go do that. I'll probably hit with you guys tomorrow, how we'll work, different people back into different spots. And I'm looking forward to seeing that too.
Different people back to different spots. Oh, somebody's coming back, I see. Basically, Wiley, you want to be on the bench, my guy.
This is why y'all have me.
Cosme, you gonna be back, and Wiley, you gonna be.
No, let me stop.
Wiley, you gonna be a reserve. I like it.
So, listen, that's it. That's all I had. And we've been on here for almost 2 hours.
Yeah. Look, I like it. That's what I'm talking. Like Cosme back. Why? And you know what? I mean, I kind of like what he said about. I mean, BC Brandon Coleman. Like, hopefully, like Brandon will eventually be back to being a reserve. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. Did we say that? Yeah. What did we say last night? What was that? We talking about Cosme or Wiley playing the way Wiley played. Yeah, Wiley was like struggling. Wiley had a bad one. But I mean, this is what you need. But you could tell, like, from your point, Candi, you could tell like something happened. Something definitely happened yesterday that he didn't like with this offensive line compared to how he was talking prior to that. Because he was real upbeat about his old line. Compared to the question Donna asked, he was like, well, we got to look at it and see what I was like, damn, he was not happy.
I was mad because I had to be in the shadows. I had to be in the shadows today for Coach Quinn Presser. I was in between. There's a lot going on. And because it's a short week, they moved the time, which was fine. And I could have made it. I still would have been able to ask my questions. But I just said, I'll fall back on this one. And then just so you all know, if you listen to Coach Quinn's presser, 9 out of 10, I won't be at his presser tomorrow, Wednesday presser, because I have to be at Bowie State tomorrow morning. So I will probably miss that. I'll be in Ashburn tomorrow, but I just have to be at Bowie State first. So Women in Sports Symposium. Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, it's dope. That's all. Yeah.
I'll be speaking there at the women.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
So
But yeah, the O-line
It was
needs.
different.
That was
I
different.
was
That was
like,
different.
now, wait a second. I was listening. I said, "No way."
No, that
Hold
was
on. Let me pull this clip because that's not what he said to me.
yeah. Honestly, that she is so.
Oh,
That's not. That's not.
Lisa,
Thank you.
Lisa, I love it. Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you so much. So, yeah, and thank you, Paul. Thank you so much. So, yeah, it was different response.
That's it. So different. That
He
was
was loving the crew when I asked him.
yeah, he was loving the whole unit. He was like, yeah, we're
Loving the
doing
crew.
better. Like, you know, it's a competitive room. All that good jazz. Today was something like this was yesterday. No, it's today. Today was something totally different. That was a totally different
After that
response.
Monday night game, I said,
He was like, that was a little rough there, buddy. Ooh, a little rough there, buddy.
I was like, I definitely was like,
maybe Sammy gonna rev it up.
This is different. Well, I mean, hey, you know, and I think, you know, we're I don't know if anybody else had any questions. I think we've answered and talked about like every single thing except for kick return. I haven't talked about that. I'm waiting for yesterday I wanted Jalen Lane to break one so bad. I was like,
I mean, Luke had a good return.
Luke did have a good return, and you know, returns were, you know, they've been good, they've been solid, but the returns were different with Debo. But you gotta hold Debo, you gotta hold him. You gotta hold him because of the heel situation, Terry and Noah being out. You gotta hold them because you gotta use them for offensive snaps. You can't use them for the special team snaps as much.
Yeah. Also, yeah. He saw that film and that pressure from the right side. Yeah, man.
Definitely wasn't the answer he gave me on Saturday. So,
man, you said, but you know what? I'm gonna give you flowers. You did say like, and he was getting. I mean, and the Chicago Bears were bringing blitzes too. But you talked about Montez Sweat getting some pressure, and you were right. And you were right moving him around. You were right.
Around. I said, y'all listen. You know this. Montez is one of my people.
Yeah,
one of my people in real life.
Yeah.
So I keep up with my people in real life. And so I was like,
yep, sure did.
When Montez coming back to Northwest Stadium? Who all gonna be there? Wait.
I listen like
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I have no idea. That's probably the worst.
She said quick. She said, "I'm gonna keep it a buck." I have no idea.
That's probably the worst answer I can probably give. I don't know, and that's not good. And
that's not good.
Not good that I don't. And so you know. I thought Noah was back Monday night and got me. So,
oh man, that's funny.
It was a no. I'm like, well, did he have a setback? It's just bizarre. So, I guess I'll be waiting on that myself. Waiting for that one because you know I have seen Terry, you know, work out at times, but we haven't really like seen Terry. So he's like the only one I haven't really seen. You see Cosme all the time. We see Jonathan Jones. I've seen Noah.
I'm about to ask you about Cosme though. Like, you know, because something he said that Coach Quinn said about like pulling and being athletic, you know, doing all that stuff. And you've seen Cosme. Is he ready to be doing all that? Because like coming from ACL injury is kind of difficult. I'm sorry. To doing what he's talking about.
He got hurt in January. So I don't know. What they're doing over there. I'm like, did they give him a whole new Achilles? I don't know what's happening anymore. In that,
it's the ACL. He tore his ACL, right? That's what it was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He didn't have surgery till like, because remember everybody thought they was going to the Super Bowl. So he was like, "Hey, I'm going with them. Like I'm not going. I'm going to the Super Bowl." Like so, he didn't have surgery immediately.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's like to go be pulling and doing all that to do all the stuff that coach is talking about. I hope he is ready.
But feel confident in saying that I really do feel like if they can't any player can't 100% go.
Yeah, I know.
If they can't
I
be
agree.
themselves, they won't. I
agree
saw
with
how
that.
they were with Debo
And Jaden too.
before the game, and I was like, I think I told you all in pregame, I got nervous. I was like, oh no, wait. Oh my goodness. Debo had his outfit laid out since last week. He's not gonna play. I was really like, wait, oh my gosh, he might not play.
But do you think Debo should have played? Because he did kind of look hampered. Do you think he should have played? Because I don't think that was the same Debo. I
could tell in the game. I could tell, but I probably would have been like, dang.
Yeah.
He would. Nah.
I agree. I do agree with that. It's frustrating, but I'm happy that we don't know play status. Yeah, I'm
and some of that you have to recall too, you guys. I've said this before. If you all just meeting me or learning me, it's part of gamesmanship.
Yeah, that's what Deluxe is saying. Like he's agreeing with like
it's part of gamesmanship. You don't need to tell everybody everything.
Yeah.
The keys to the kingdom. We gonna use our clues, but that don't mean everybody else need to use our clues too.
Not bad.
But I don't know, and that's why I was like, I don't know. If I really knew about Terry, I would tell you.
Yeah. I also saw a report that it said like I think Adams. I don't know. I got an ESPN report on my phone. I got an alert that the Terry is he's upward. He's looking promising for the Cowboys game. I don't know if that's true or not.
No, hey, he's trending. He been trending.
Like, I mean, y'all haven't seen him run though, right? You don't see him run. Don't tell me. Yeah. Don't tell me if you did or not. If you don't, that's okay. I'm not worried about it. Here, this is a Paul got a question. It says Chris Moore still on the team because the clock struck 12 after the touchdown.
Yes, we talked about that in the pregame, and I was like, whoa, everybody, you got to think about this real think about it.
Oh man,
who's taking those reps? They need people to take those reps. It's the real thing. They need the reps. They need people taking. Hey, guess what? It worked out for Chris. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Isn't that something?
For
that was something. But it was things like that I was like, okay, so this happened and that happened.
They dropped one.
They're gonna win, right? But they didn't.
They dropped one.
If we do go into like the Dallas thing. So here's the thing, real quick, and then I guess we probably should go. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us for a whole hour. Y'all are dope.
Y'all, man. Y'all
Make sure you all subscribe to Bowie TV and Urban Sports Scene. I'm Candi CWall. I'm on site, the reporter for Bowie Television, and Wole won't come back.
I won't come back.
He won't come back. Felix is there. Felix Chamel, he's there on game day.
Yeah, real great guy.
Yeah. So I am there on site, and so that's why I want to share some of my questions and some of our colleagues' questions as well. Mm-hmm. That helps to piece some of these storylines together that I know I'm tracking week to week. But moving on to Dallas. I mean, again,
Deluxe guy. But before you go to Deluxe, got a question for you about the game. This is a good one though. You think they held guys back an extra week because of the weather?
Maybe. Okay. That could have been it because it was a mess out there.
Mm-hmm. All right, so go ahead, Candi. I'm sorry. That's a good question.
But I'm gonna use the phrase like JJ. You're not gonna use the elements.
Can you hold it? No, it's okay. I'm okay.
That's funny. So Dallas indoors, Matt Gay should have a better day. But here's the reality: you just want him to kick the extra point.
Yeah.
This is going to be a hard game.
Oh wow! Okay.
I think it's going to be a hard game.
I mean, they can score
because yes,
they can score.
Yes. So now you know why I'm saying it's going to be a hard game.
Oh yeah, they can score. They can't play defense, but they can score.
Right. So then it becomes now this is going to look a lot like a shootout.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have to if the Commanders want to win.
Mm.
So this is going to be a dogfight, I think. And if I'm wrong in the way in favor of the Washington Commanders, great. Wonderful. But this is definitely one that I'm like, ooh.
And this game is
because it's always a situation where it's like two mad teams. Everybody mad because of how they lost.
Andy.
What?
This is the perfect comment. Like you got, I mean, I know you like him, and I like him too.
Oh, who?
Yeah,
Dak?
Marshawn,
Oh,
and George
oh
Pickens,
no,
and
yeah.
George Pickens.
So with
Hey, and
so hey,
George
listen.
Pickens. Hey, they got hey.
Oh
That ain't.
yeah.
That's not a good mesh. That's not a good. You know when you just know
I
that two
just
people
hope
won't get
everybody's.
along.
I hope just on them. They'll figure something out about that.
I'm just saying, like, when you know in a situation in life when you just know, like, say you got two friends and they got the same, they're not from the same side of friends though, right? But they like, yeah, if this person meets this person and we just they probably won't like each other. And something bad may happen. You know what I mean? If you put them together. Marshawn and Pickens is just a situation that it's destined for failure. Like it is destined for
Yeah.
failure.
So hopefully
Like,
it's mad scientists put somebody else on George Pickens.
yeah, like
Did you
don't.
hear what he did to Mikey in the Steelers game when he like body slammed Mikey?
Yeah, I'm saying he's not a good person. Like, and Pickens and Marshawn is not a player that takes any nonsense. See, I'm saying this in a nice way. He takes no nonsense. I'm just saying.
Gonna be good.
I'm just saying that's not a like Paul's right. That's a like if you're not like, hey, if you want to watch a
I'm about
game
to say praying for the Commanders.
yeah, my way. We all are. We all are. I'm saying that game is. I don't know. That's
and CD might be back. I think this week.
Yeah, he may be back that game too.
So this could be bad. This could be bad. I mean, I should not be laughing, but so it's
yeah, that's one thing about
I think these are things to already. We'll talk about this. I know pregame as well, but one of the things we need to be looking out for is now we're really going to see how Jaden Daniels handles adversity.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's a good point. Yeah.
He put the Chicago game on him.
Mm-hmm.
He put it on him publicly, and when the cameras weren't watching, he put that on him. Mm-hmm. And those conversations has been had. So how does he react to his mistake that, I think that's something that we, will be looking out for. Yeah. The pressure has to the defensive line. I think we've seen flashes of what they could be. They have to be consistent. So far, Dak Prescott is having a very, very
yeah. If he was winning, if there's one of you, he would have an MVP.
Absolutely, he's keeping them in games. He's running up the scoreboard. The connection with him and George Pickens is absolutely there.
It's crazy.
Let's see what happens when CD gets back. But there's a lot of potential there. There's a lot of potential there. So in the offense is what I'm saying. So I was like, have JD even played against Dak Prescott? No. So
no, he hasn't.
He hasn't played against Dak Prescott. And I don't even know the last time I've seen Dak Prescott play in Dallas. Because every time I go, he's hurt.
Oh, he hasn't played against Dak. No, he hasn't.
And I don't even think I've seen Dak play in Dallas. I really don't.
Oh, because Trey Lance played the last game of the year, right?
Cooper Rush was a couple times. I've been down there.
It's the first time.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, in Northwest, yes, I've seen Dak, but not in Dallas. I need to play. But this is another team who's going to be coming off of a crushing loss, right? And the last time they were there was at the tie. I don't know. Who knows?
No, last time. Oh, in Dallas. Last time they were at home was a tie. Yes,
you're right. So then they lost to the Panthers. I watched that. I saw. I ended up rewatching that. Yeah. And the Dallas defense was not good at all.
Well, they're not good. They're not doing. Their defense is pretty. Their defense is probably the worst team. It's probably the worst defense.
Get themselves together either. Yeah. So this is a get right game for Jaden to watch this offense. Yeah. Because Dak Prescott is having a really good season.
Yeah, I will say this though. That which does kind of concern me is that, but again, Micah's not there, so that's a good thing. That last year Dallas, I know they got a different coordinator in Matt Eberflus or whatever. I keep messing the name up, but the guy who's the coach of the Bears, the head coach of the Bears last year. But
yes,
like they did well against Jaden last year. Right. They did good with Jaden. Well, both, if you want to be real, like. The Cowboys as a whole did well against Jay last year, and also the Bears did a good job against Jay last year. So That is like my only concern.
Phenomenal point.
Yeah, that's the only concern.
Because they know from both angles, right?
Yeah.
And you got to think that first game against Dallas last year, yes, the Micah factor, right? The Commanders lost, and they and the offense had a tough start. Remember that game?
Yeah, it was tough. It was ugly.
Then they couldn't catch up in time, and then it was the Kavontae Turpin. Special teams is going to be big this week.
Yeah,
Kavontae Turpin.
Yep,
it's going to be big on both sides.
Agreed.
That is one where the special teams is going to have to act up in a good way for the Commanders. And they ended up losing.
That's a good point.
Last game of the regular season.
That's a good point, Ellison. That's a good point. I'm not gonna say that. You're right.
Wasn't feeling too hot. Marcus ended up finishing the game, but
Jaden wasn't playing good that game. He wasn't playing good that game either.
And they sat him, said some things were going on, put Marcus in.
And Marcus looked good, and they cracked. Then Marcus looked good. Then Marcus
looked good at the last minute.
Yeah, it's a touchdown to Jaden. Touchdown to Terry. Touchdown to Terry. Yeah.
And you may or may not have Terry on Sunday. So
So I'm trying. So it's an interesting game. It is an interesting game. But like Ellison said, and it's a good point. So don't say the Dallas defense.
Why anybody said that Chicago's defense wasn't good?
I thought they did. I
have no idea why anyone said that. That's why I played that Cliff Kingsbury clip of me asking what types of challenges do they present, and I'm saying I wasn't saying that being anything. They present challenges.
Yeah, they do
for this team.
No,
good matchups, great matchups, better in some instances. Well, so I'm not sure who said that Chicago. No, not anybody in the media, not anybody in the press, not anybody on site. No way. I mean, if they did, that didn't come from Bowie TV and myself. Because I'm giving them a lot of flowers because no way.
It's fans who are just overly confident. No, I'm being real. Just fans who are like overly confident. I do ask this one question before we do end this because we are 2 hours strong. You're right. But now, like this team is sitting at 3-3. What does this loss reveal about the Commanders, in your opinion, in terms of Commanders' identity and playoff potential? I know it's early, but playoff potential and what adjustments must happen before this next stretch of games?
Unfortunately, I think what it revealed is that they're not there yet.
Okay.
You're not there yet. I mean, I know you don't look at last year, but hey, I'm gonna still look at
it. Yeah.
And if you want to keep it what it is, you kind of regressed.
Yeah, kind of have.
6 weeks in, we're not seeing a steady progress.
This is true.
Despite injuries, right? We're not. 6 weeks in. Not steady progress.
Which we saw last year. We saw progress last year.
We saw progress. Every week it looked different. Every week it got better.
Yeah.
And so they're not there yet. Is this a week that they can start to show that progress?
Yeah.
Let's all hope, because guess what? Guess who else is trying to do that? Dallas.
Oh yeah. Good night.
Good night. So this is something. I mean, this is important. Every game is important, and it's a division game.
A must win.
No, this is like a must win. I mean, this changes everything.
Where is a must win? I'm asking, must win?
Yeah, all of them must win now. Because I'm like, you know why they all end up being must wins? Because they don't look convincing.
Got you. Okay.
I'm like,
got you.
All right, there it is. There you are. I can see you now. I see you. The first time I felt like I saw the
Chargers. I thought I was seeing them though.
Was LA Chargers right before the half.
Yeah. I thought I was seeing them again.
Out of the first only 6 weeks.
Ooh, Paul said code red. He said this Cowboy game is code red.
Yeah, I mean, right now the NFC East is up for grabs. Everybody, like for real.
I mean.
Right now, the NFC East is up for grabs.
I mean, it's only like really. I mean, you count the Giants for real? Are you counting the Giants for real?
I am.
Okay, all right.
In the division, I am.
Okay,
I am.
Like I feel like it's us. I mean, I like the Giants. I think the Giants can be spoilers. I don't know if they can continue this whole thing forever. But I will say this: I mean, I do like. I mean, I actually like Jackson Dart. I mean, it is. I like Jackson Dart. I won't lie to you.
I like Scott, and I like Cam Scatterbull.
I like Scatterbull too. I'm starting to like their swag. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm liking their swag.
Oh man,
I'm liking their swag. I don't even know why.
That was draft day 3. Oh my gosh, I was like, everybody be quiet in the media room. I was like, the Giants just freaking got stabbable. No. Oh no. I was so blown.
Well, NFC. Oh, you talking about no time? I mean, and I don't think. No, I think Tampa look real good, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Tampa look real good, man.
Well, Tampa got a lot of injuries, and despite the injuries,
and they still playing. They still winning football. They about to get healthier. I like Tampa.
This season is strange across the board.
Yeah, it is.
But it's like that's what makes it so like every game matters.
Yeah. And I even say, I think to be honest with you, like it or not, other than like they lost to like the Chiefs, I think in the NFC, like Detroit looked really, really good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Detroit looked real good. Like
they did, and
they
then
hiccup against the Packers, but they look real. Other than the Chiefs and they lost the Chiefs and the Packers, I ain't mad at them for them losses. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not mad at them for them losses, but they look good when they put belt to you know what. They look mean.
Yeah, when they turn it on,
they turn on.
You know, the Chiefs had an answer for him Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, they did have an answer for him. That's it. But
the Chiefs were very upset about the way they lost to the Jags.
Yeah, exactly. That's just a moment that and then you're playing them at home. Like you're playing them in Kansas
and then the
City.
Commanders got to go and see them at home after the Dallas game. This is just a mess.
It's a mess, man. Like, so I don't know. I think there's some teams that like where Washington is at right now. They got to play better football to even compete with some of these teams. That's to be real. Like, I don't even want to talk about them in those with those teams right now because to your point, Candi, they haven't shown the ability to say, "Hey, if they play that team, I could take Washington over that team." Like when the playoffs hit and the way we were playing football, like you said, we playing Tampa, like we can beat Tampa. You playing Detroit, yeah, we can beat Detroit. Yeah, I even thought we could beat the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like the way we were playing football, we could beat anybody. I don't feel that way right now at this particular point in time. Right now, the way they're playing football, it's just I just feel like certain teams.
I feel like it is legit week to week.
Week to week, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what them. Yeah.
So we'll see, man. We'll see. But hey, Ken, this has been dope. I think it's been amazing.
See, you like the video?
It worked. It was great.
We might have to end up doing this. I mean, if I don't be like, well, I can't.
It's work.
We might have to consider doing this. We'll talk about it. If y'all like this vibe,
let us know. Let us know. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let us know because I like my video clips and I like my pictures. Normally, I even like after a win, I definitely put up pictures and stuff. But I
okay. Oh, this works. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at all.
I didn't.
Yeah, great. Like Paul said, great job. Yeah, I like it. It worked.
Yeah,
Eric. I don't know if +1 means Eric. Great. Oh,
everybody was like, "What are we watching? What show are we watching?" I'm like, "We watching."
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you, Coach. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we didn't give nobody a heads up, but see, you found us anyway.
Huh? I know. My bad, man.
Y'all saw us anyway.
Yeah, we're here. Eric, man.
Cool. Well, let's be off to week 7.
This week 7. Week 7.
Hopefully it's covering a win.
A win. Like hopefully it's a win. Hopefully. Yeah. I mean it should be. I mean I'm really confident. I think I believe we beat the Cowboys personally, but I mean obviously I'm also biased because I hate the Cowboys, so it doesn't really matter. I'm also like there's.
Well, you made out like this. I am a Dak Prescott advocate. So
yeah, some people are, but I just hate
Dak Prescott do well because I think he's a good quarterback. I really do.
I mean,
he's having a great season. The defense just isn't helping him.
It's an awesome team. I mean, it's okay. I was a Micah advocate, and he's gone. So I'm
certainly a Micah advocate. I actually think Brian Schottenheimer is doing fantastic.
Oh yeah, he's doing good. Like for what he has to deal with. I mean, he still has to deal with Jerry, so I mean, he's okay. He got to deal with Jerry, so I mean, I guess he's okay. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate you, my guy. You know what I mean? So I mean it is what it is. I mean it's hard for me to cheer for anybody for the Cowboys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a bunch of Michigan players who used to play for the Cowboys. It was hard for me to do that. I was like, oh God, I need you guys to leave. Then I can cheer.
They have a very nice stadium.
Yeah, I've heard it's a really awesome stadium. That's just I just can't. Like it's so hard to cheer for that team. Like I'm learning to hate but I'm learning not to hate like the Eagles fans are. Like the Eagles fans have made me as an adult. And it's wild. I wasn't like this as a kid because if anybody who knows me, like my favorite quarterback of all time happens to be a Philadelphia Eagle. Like it's like Randall Cunningham is like my favorite quarterback of all time, and he was an Eagle. And now to this day, now because of the annoyance of Eagle fans. Like I can't, like you really have made me hate you because it used to be the I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to be the Cowboys and the Giants, and grow as a kid for me. I don't know what it was. It used to be the Giants and then the Cowboys. I used to hate the Giants way more than I hate the Cowboys. And then that just switched. Like when I got to elementary school and started like really interacting with folks, and I met Cowboy fans. Then it was like Cowboys by far, Giants number 2, and the Eagles. I never even rooted against the Eagles. I root for the Eagles at times, but then as an adult, during like this 2, 3, 4 year process of life, y'all Eagle fans have been so annoying to a point where I've now moved you over the Giants and you're very close to the Cowboys. It's like you're like right here. And like it's hard. Like I never really rooted against the Eagles, but now it's like I root for the Eagles almost every week, which is wild to me because I would never like I think a couple Super Bowls ago, like when y'all I rooted for the Eagles over the Patriots. Like that's how much I didn't hate the Eagles. I rooted for the Eagles over the Patriots. Now I hate the Eagles. Like what? I'm sorry, Coach. It is. I won't even lie to you. I hate the Eagles. I know you're an Eagles fan. I hate the Eagles. I ain't gonna lie to you. But see, I'm so real that I can admit it. Like I don't. There is bias in my thought process when it comes to the Eagles. I won't even lie to you. Like when folks talk about the Eagles, they be like, "Look, Jalen Hurts. I don't even like Jalen Hurts. I won't even lie to you." You know what I'm saying? I'm honest though. See, that's the one thing about me. And when folks say, "Oh, you just hate, you just be hating," I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm hating. I won't even lie to you. I'm hating." So there you go. I put it out there for you guys.
Now everybody knows. But then it's like no other NFC East games, right? After this one, then all the rest, they put everybody at the end of the season.
We're in the back, right? They are in the back.
And nobody forget the very important point that the NFC East is the in-season Hard Knocks.
Yeah, that's going to be yeah.
So think about these games in the whole NFC East so far and the rest of it.
Yeah,
this is going to be a very, very interesting Hard Knocks. And it's starting to make whoever had the idea to put the NFC East games all at the end of the regular season, it's starting to make whoever that is.
It look good, man. I'm telling you.
They're either a jerk or a genius.
They're a genius. I'm telling you, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. The Giants Hard Knocks of the East is gonna be lit. I can already tell. And them two young, it's gonna be lit.
It's a quiet as kept.
It's gonna be lit.
This Commanders one might be kind of lit too.
You think so? I just think that Jackson Dart and Scotty, but like the way
I mean
it's gonna be lit. They're gonna just I think that thing is meant for TV. I think
I wonder when they started because Dallas trading Micah.
Oh, it's already started. Wait, did it start early or it started? It already started?
It's in season. So
I thought it was like not at the towards the, it's already I thought it was not towards the end. It's like right, it's happening at this point in time now.
Maybe
I don't know. Okay, don't ruin anything for me. Oh, then it may be lit. We might be lit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Then it's different. I mean, still the Giants one could probably be more lit because the way they like. I can only imagine Dabo, Kerry, and Russell. I mean, Russell Wilson, like way he was, way he was acting in the team.
Yeah, if that's
I'm sure like theirs is going to be a whole different thing. They got drama there. Like we don't. Like they got real drama.
They got real drama.
They got real drama.
They're not real drama.
They got real drama. They got like dudes checking on concussion protocols. Like, hey, I need you to play, buddy. I don't want Russell out there no more. Like, they got real stuff happening. My man, like, we don't want. Hey, Sierra, get your man. Sierra, get your man. Get your man, Sierra.
When I saw that, I was like, "You went to the medical tent?"
Yo, I'm serious. You're like, Sierra, get your. Hey. Jackson, you okay, Jackson? Jackson, you okay? Jackson, how many fingers do you see? He like, Jackson, how many fingers you see?
It's making him look like a genius right now.
Who, Jack? Him? Oh, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I am like not on the bandwagon of saying fire that coach. That coach, I think Dabo is a really good coach. Actually, I'm not going to. I think he's a Dabo. I think he's a really good coach. To be real with you, I felt like he has to deal with. I mean, he is an individual, as a motivated. Is he Is he childish? Yes, I think he's very childish. But in terms of X's and O's, I think coaching offense, I think he's a good coach. Honestly, I just think that he needs
like offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he has a good offensive mind. He plays a certain style. He's a balanced dude. I mean, he doesn't like with Daniel Jones. he got a lot out of Daniel Jones, but also he didn't believe in Daniel Jones, so it's different.
Yeah.
If you don't believe in somebody, it won't work. It will never work. He didn't like. You could tell. Obviously, he didn't believe in Russ like at all.
It's got to be his choice.
Yeah, it's got to be his choice. That's the thing. He has to be. He just like anything in life. You're going to put more passion into something that you believe in.
That's right.
You know what I mean? He believes more in Jackson Dart. Like you could tell, like he believes in Jackson Dart. Like if Jackson Dart makes a mistake, he's not mad.
Well, Daniel Indiana Jones and
he killing. He killing. I don't feel bad about Daniel Jones no more. Like he's a fry ass. I don't feel bad about him anymore.
Ooh, this is funny.
You know what I'm saying? Man, they sent 44 into the tent to check on Dart. I'm telling you, man. They said that like they sent my man Scatterbo on him to check on Dart. You know, like that's
go check on your boy.
Check on your boy, man. Check on your boy, man. We can't have this dude out here no more, man. We gotta check on your boy. Get your man. Like get your man. We can't have him out here no more. We can't have this other dude out here no more. Get your man out the tent. Get your man out the tent. That's what they were. That's what he was like. All right. Okay, are you going to close this out? I don't know how to close this out.
I have to close it out. I have to close it out. And I literally just put up the picture and be like, bye.
All right, cool. All right,
so, but listen, y'all, thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all are subscribed to both channels.
Yeah.
You can CWall, y'all know, where you follow CWall?
At CWall_USS. That's it right here. So
you all make sure you subscribe to both channels. You can follow me at CWall SE. I'm on site with the Commanders. Do pregame with CWall an hour before the game, so you can catch me there on with them on the All Burgundy and Go everything. And then I do this show. I always do it 24 hours after the game. So who knows? Maybe me and CWall do this again. Or who knows?
We'll definitely do it again. Don't get it twisted. We'll do it again. I don't know what like the Mondays. Sometimes on Mondays I'll be like playing basketball, so I can't told you. I won't lie to y'all, but I'm gonna try to do it on Mondays. I'm gonna try.
Way more fun. So stop.
I mean,
maybe not.
Yeah, no. It depends. Like I could definitely I'll say this much too. Like I've definitely been government shutdown. I'm giving y'all too much information. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, now you government shutdown. What?
Yeah, I've been government shutdown. But so when I'm in the office, it's a little harder because in terms of getting back home on time. But yeah, I could do this. Like I could do this on Monday.
This will be fun. This was cool.
It'll work. I can do this on a Monday.
Everybody, go and tell your friends about this one. We got video clips. We got questions. I have all the insight from on site with the Washington Commanders. And I will be talking to y'all again soon. Have a good night.